Greetings and salutations, folks. This is episode 50. Episode 50 of Shooting the Breeze. Yep. We're 1 year old today. 1 year ago today, on this actual date, which was a Friday then, MDS, myself, and started this show, and it's hard to believe we've made it a year. I'm joined as always with my friend, my cohort, my partner in crime, Mr. Dr. Senju, who this week is on location in Amsterdam, Holland. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, good day. They actually greet you in good day, so it's surprising here. So, how are you today, good sir?
I'm quite well.
Quite well.
I'm quite well. A little hungover from last night, but it is what it is.
Well, at least it's fun. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun over here.
Oh, I'm sure you are, eating your pot cookies and all that good stuff.
Please don't. I'm already trying to run down the whole buzz thing, and then somehow I can giggle at random intervals, which is completely and totally random at times. But other than that, I had plenty of time to just walk around and just do shit.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. It's a well-deserved vacation for you.
It is a very well-deserved vacation for me. And more surprising is that I still have time to do this. So people are expecting, no, you are going on a vacation. You should not you should not be doing this. Oh no, this is an obligation.
I appreciate that, as do all the listeners. We are joined right now we've got a cavalcade of guests already here, and others will be coming in and out as the show progresses.
One by one, call out every single person who's in the wall right now.
Yeah, I haven't posted this link yet, so I'll be doing that here in a few minutes. But I'm going to introduce everyone that's here currently.
Should you?
Yep.
I mean, we could just shout out to everyone who's here.
No, that's how you would do it. I do it the proper way, damn it.
Fine.
Okay. We're joined today by one gentleman who was there for us at the very beginning, the very first show, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yay.
He helped cover for you when you were late.
Yeah.
On the first show. And that's Don Sal Cusimano, also host of Match Fixing over on Cedar Bridge Media. Good morning, Don.
Hello, good morning.
And how is life over in the Detroit metropolitan area?
Hot.
I know what you mean. Believe me, it's hot here too.
So I can't really rub it on your face to tell that it's bright and sunny, but it's actually pretty cool here.
Lucky. Yeah, all I'll say is right now I am thanking God for the person who invented air conditioning. Like that person. Let me tell you, that person's like top 5 in my list right now.
Hell, he's top 1 for me.
Yeah. So I mean,
with our 115-degree heat index yesterday here where I live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not fun.
No. We're also joined by, I believe it's Jomo Sensual, who doesn't appear much on Cageside much anymore. Good morning, sir.
Hello.
It is Jomo.
Jomo.
Because I don't know, all I ever see is your shoot name, and I don't know because I don't remember who it is.
It's Matt Rogers, aka Jomo Central.
Yep.
The cool Jomo that you can find around here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I feel you on the heat stuff. Yesterday, I just went outside for a little bit to go to the gym, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?"
Yep.
Hell.
That's an AC in the truck all the way there.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad when I got to run around here. My AC is great in the house, but the truck, my pickup truck probably needs to be recharged because it takes. But then again, it kind of reminds me of Arizona too. 15 minutes at max AC, and it's just now starting to cool the truck off inside. And no kidding, I gotta shut it down. Park it and shut it down. It's like, God damn it!
What was the point?
There's no point.
There is no point. I mean, it just starts to feel good in there. And it's like, I got to park and turn it off. Damn it.
Okay.
Ooh, France just got a penalty kick.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Anyhow,
we also have the one, the only, the co-host of the Violent Wrestling Podcast, one Ambrose Ellie. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning, everyone.
Wow, you sound clearer.
It's the drugs and the hangover.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, drugs and the drugs are for the tooth that was extracted. What day was that? Monday, Tuesday?
Monday.
Okay.
Was it a wisdom tooth you broke off, or was it just one of the regular teeth?
I think he called it a premolar.
Hey, premolar. Awesome.
Awesome. Gotta love those drugs too, huh?
Oh yeah.
If the drugs aren't enough, I have pot cookies.
And there would be a lot of problems you trying to mail those here. Ooh-wee.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm finishing off before I take a flight tomorrow morning. So
Yeah, just have AA hop the border from Wyoming to Colorado, and it'll be fine. Stuff's legal there.
nah, no need for that. Please don't.
We're also joined by the man from the Great White North, the Saskatchewan Spinning Nerve Hole. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen and lady.
Good morning.
Big congratulations on 1 year.
Thank you.
I never thought we'd get here.
This is the first time I'm actually listening and talking to Saskatchewan Spinning Nerve Hold.
Yes, the one time I was on, you were actually off the show. I believe Biff was the co-host that day.
Yes.
Biff filled in that day, which it should be along sometime this morning.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Hang on. Go ahead.
And then finally, last but certainly not least, we are joined by the Rainbow Man, the One Wing Angel. Good morning. I know it's real early over there. It's like 7:15 for you. Have you finished eating your bowl of cereal yet?
Well, I'm a little hungover myself, so
That is the funniest exchange. The receptionist just came into the room and asked me whether everything is fine after the housekeeping. Yes, everything is fine. Thank you.
well, don't get a Rusev pulled on you.
Yeah. Oh god.
Please don't.
God.
You sure it wasn't one of those things where it's like a stripper in disguise and you just like ran him off?
No, he's dressed too nicely to be a stripper, and he's a male stripper for that matter too.
Maybe for your girlfriend. I don't know.
Please don't.
This show is going well. Two of us are hungover and one of us is buzzed.
Who's the hungover one and who's the buzz? I think I have a mixture of both because
I'm hungover. I know that.
I'm hungover. AA is on painkillers.
Oh god.
DF on
She's on painkillers and hungover.
Oh god, it's even worse than I thought.
Give me like 20 minutes. I can go to my friend's house and grab some weed and be back. So I'm fitting.
I'm the only one who can't do that because I have to work. So
yeah, you should not go to work buzzed, drunk,
or on painkillers.
Or on painkillers. Yep.
Yeah. I've gone. I've gone into work buzzed before. Not a smart.
There's only one job that you can go in while you're eating painkillers, though. Sal, that would be footballing.
Yeah, exactly. And there's only one job you can go to while you're buzzed or hungover, and that's flying a plane.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, jeez.
Pass it over to my co-pilot. We'll be fine.
Well, and you're hungover, you can drive a big rig too.
Hello.
I've done it.
Oh
Welcome
god.
to QE208. I'm your captain. And you're just sitting there going, "Oh no, not him again!"
Oh god, we're all gonna die.
You just wanted to tease the flight attendant or tease your partner and decided to just go, hello, good morning. This is your captain, Matt Daniels. Oh no, not him.
Yeah, no kidding. Captain Matt Daniels. Oh Christ, him again?
No, yeah. Oh Christ. What did he do last time? Oh, I don't know. He just did an emergency landing.
Oh, god.
Oh, Jesus.
Did
He did.
loop-de-loops in the air.
Yeah.
Plane full.
God, what a difference a year makes, huh?
Difference? Is there any difference? I mean, we went from sensible to crazy in about 50 episodes, 50 plus episodes. If you want to do that.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. I mean, you and I especially have enjoyed this run we've been on.
Oh yeah.
It,
Oh good. Awesome. Now
we've had some very interesting subjects that
Mhm.
we've talked about over time, and I mean, Sal bailed us out the very first day.
Yep, he did.
Me with my piss poor sound card in my computer that I had at the time.
Oh, I remember why. I remember the reason why your sound was so crappy the first episode.
It was my soundboard in the laptop I was using.
No, did you forget? You actually plugged in the whole things upside down.
No, I had done that. Yeah, that was like our second or third show. I had that issue. I had the headset, a brand new headset. And I had it plugged in wrong.
Yep.
I had them plugged in backwards.
Like I said, podcasting is not for everyone.
No. But now that I've got this new desktop here and it's one plug, a single plug in for the microphone and headset. So I'm golden. I can't screw that up anymore.
Okay.
You hope.
You hope. Because one of these days it's gonna get fried. Oh, France won. France is leading 1-0. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Jesus.
Got the goal off the penalty kick.
Yeah.
You should be happy though. Japan made it through.
Yep. I was surprised.
Unfair play.
Whoa. Argentina's getting a penalty. Oh, that's a simulation. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying Japan made it through on the
yes. Blue
final
Samurai.
tiebreaker.
Yes, Blue Samurai won, but by a virtue of fair play.
Yep.
I think it's a funny way of saying that.
Another penalty?
No. It's a simulation from the Argentine. It's a tackle.
No, Argentina just got a yellow right near their box. I'm not sure if he's pointing into the box or just outside it.
Outside of it.
Okay, just outside. All right.
I think you and I have a little bit of a 2-3 seconds worth of gaps, I think, in this one. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what are we about to do is we're just gonna talk. The inception of the show itself. Do we need to spill the whole beans right now, Taker?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Initially, and I think this story has been told to death to a lot of you already. Because me and Taker were here and we're just talking. I think we just met about a month before we started on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And initially the whole show was to be a 3-man show rather than a 2-man show.
Yep. We were supposed to have you, myself, and Prince Moxley Lopez, who does have an invite to this morning.
If he wants to come in,
because he asked me about it, or I asked him about it last night, and he was talking about wants his own entrance and pyro and all that. I'm like, I'm cheaper than WWE, okay?
You won't get your entrance song, you won't get smoke and mirrors, you won't even get a Titantron. You're just gonna, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe you get a nameplate, but
maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Moxley Lopez. Maybe you get an applause too.
Yeah,
that's just about it.
Yeah, maybe you'll get me to make some sound effects like boom, 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 boom.
I've got
that means you have to pay you. But that means you have to pay.
I've got to stick up for my cohort.
Oh, we're picking on him. We love him here.
He's good people.
Yeah,
good.
He is.
But yeah, he was talking to me about that. And I said, "Nope, I'm cheaper than WWE and Vince. If I don't have it, no one does."
Of course not.
But no, that's how the show was going to start, and we kept getting pushed back. And finally, one night we were in the nightly, you and I said, "To hell with it, let's do it on this day," and we just went and did it.
Somehow, and
it's all Fizzy's fault to start with.
That's on your end. You're pulling me in. You're pulling me in because I already did. I think by that time I already did Cageside Speaks once, and then went out with it. Went ahead and just go. Okay. And the funny bit is and I think all of you guys know, is that every single the first time taker who listened to me talking, he was surprised because
Yep.
he's not going. He hasn't really expected me to come out speaking full English.
No, I did not. I did not expect it to be as clear of an English as it is, and it's been a running joke between you and I forever.
But I think it's been played to death forever. But I think we had such a good time about it, especially now that we have a new iteration of Hero.
Yep.
No wonton soup for you. We make a special wonton soup for you.
That's right. That's
But
right.
yeah. Because there's a huge difference between a gaijin speaking Japanese and a Japanese speaking English. Because it's going to be crazy if you listen to it, because there's always the iteration of the thick R's and whatnot and nothing else basically.
Yeah.
And then you'd hear a very different Shootin the breeze on such a
We like I said, we made a big joke about it in the very beginning, and even it is good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, when we have guests on, when they first pop in during the pre-show, you stay quiet. That's become our little shtick. Their first time on, you stay quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then
when you say
when I introduce you to him, I tell them, yeah, he's from Japan. I tell everybody in the invite, yeah, my partner's from Japan and everything like that. And I don't tell them anything, and then you start speaking to them, and you can hear it in their voice. They're like, "What? Wait, he's from Japan?" You can hear it in his voice. The question.
Okay.
And then you ask, "Are you surprised that I speak English so clearly?" And the general answer has been, yes.
No. But okay, honestly speaking, who actually fell for the trick, and who actually expected me to come out full broken English?
Besides myself.
Besides yourself, of course.
Who else thought it was going to be broken English?
See, I figured that you actually knew English pretty well, because you when I saw you typing, I had no idea you this would be your second language. So
Yeah.
Well, translator works great.
True.
Yes, of course the translator works great when it isn't saying my hovercraft is full of eels.
I mean, credit where credit's due with Google Translate, because it translates roughly what you wanted to say, but no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, the tensing and all that is just off.
Yeah.
Like my Japanese teacher told me, quick segue, we had to do a final thing where we had to write a thing about our best day all in Japanese, and she said, "Do not use Google Translate. I will be able to tell."
Yes.
And someone tried that a little bit, and she was able to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did use Google Translate, did you?
No.
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 No, not you. The teacher we go. You did use Google Translate, did you?
Yeah,
No.
she not.
Did she call the person out in class over it?
No, she said she didn't call out the person, but she said I told you guys not to use Google Translate. I could tell. So
but usually it's a funny way, because you can actually roughly see who's using Google Translate, who's not.
Yes.
Just, what the hell are you writing here?
Yeah.
You should see. I was doing this the other day. As a matter of fact, last night I was watching CMLL on YouTube, right, from Arena, Mexico, and I turned on closed caption and translate. My God. I was sitting there reading this stuff going, what?
I mean, you get roughly one side of the translation. It
was every fourth word was right. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. It was every fourth word was something out of randomness in it. I was using pen.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing I noticed with Google Translate. Half the time it'll be vaguely what you want, but the tense and everything is broken as hell.
Yes.
And the other half, it's just random nonsense.
Like I am driving banana. So
Yes, exactly. Or no, like it'll be like I am a carrot. Watashi wa ningen.
and yeah, Watashi wa Ningen is literally well, if you wanted to go Google Translate on it, literally is I am a carrot.
Yes, exactly. Instead of
that needs to
Watashi
be the
wa
next gimmick
ningen.
in pro wrestling. Just somebody who's a foreigner and his promos are all him Google translating in the middle domain.
We need that now. God, we need that now.
Oh, could you wait a minute, Sal. How about this? Take one of Fizzy's promos that he cuts.
Oh God.
And translate it with Google Translate to Japanese.
The universe would implode.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure some every Japanese person hears it.
It will
like,
insult every Japanese.
yeah.
Oh, no more.
No more.
We've gone completely off the rails, but that's what this show was about today.
I mean, it only took us like what, 20 minutes?
Not even.
Not even.
It was off the rails from the moment we started, pretty much.
Yes.
I think so.
Oh God, I'm sitting here laughing so hard I'm hurting already.
Hooray! Hooray, we're causing pain.
Oh, but it's a good pain.
Yes.
Anyway,
God.
good pain. A good choice of words considering where I am right now.
Yeah, no shit. Oh God. I had to say, because we've all heard it at least once in our life. Fizz go off on a promo. My God.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I think this podcast was the prime spot for him to just pull off every single euphemism, every single alliteration that he can pull out. It's like he's the walking dictionary of promos, and he's not even Paul Heyman for that matter.
No, and he gives Paul Heyman class promos.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Yep. I mean, you can. It's basically
and the nickname he has for Ronda is funny.
Wait, what's
Punch.
his nickname for Ronda? I haven't heard that.
Punch. He calls her Punch
Miss Punch.
because she could. There's someone. I'll say this: Ronda gets it.
Yeah, I agree. She just,
Of course.
Yep.
She's been wrestling. Like, when did she start training? Like,
About a year ago.
Yeah.
just seeing how she's already like that good at selling and playing as a face. Just wow.
Yep. She's like Matt Riddle.
Yeah, natural. She's a
Kind of
natural at it.
She's a natural. She's like Matt Riddle. She's like Millie McKenzie as well.
And one thing about her, you can really tell she's having a damn good time, and that it's contagious.
It's hard. It's hard to
having fun. She's having fun. That's
it's so contagious. I was so skeptical, and then whenever she's out there, I'm like rooting for her because she's just having so much fun. I'm like, man, she loves this. So.
Can we talk about how good her banter is in the ring too? Like, at WrestleMania, I got two things. I'm gonna go beat up your wife again to Triple H. And then Stephanie is just like, oh, I'm sorry. Ronda's like, too late, breaks her arm.
Too late. I'm gonna rip your arm out of its socket.
Like, we have Maddie over here who's been in the business for like over 10 years, who is like, Becky's so pretty, yay! And then we have Ronda, who's been in it for like 2 months. It's like, yeah, too late, breaks arm.
Too late, breaks arm.
The only thing with Ronda is she's great in the ring, and I love watching her. Just keep her off of commentary, please. That one episode of Raw was
so bad.
Yeah, she's not good at commentary.
Yeah, she's not. She's not good at sitting down and talking.
Yeah.
What was she even saying? That there was one thing that was like, only my husband gets to call me something. I was like, why did you repeat that? Stop saying that.
I don't know.
That's got to be really hard for the talent sometimes that just trying to get it, promos down, and then they've got people screaming in their ear from all angles, in commentary. So they're probably just like, whoa, it's got to be sensory overload. So I kind of feel for them. I just wish that they would, there should be more of a, I don't know, learning experience before they just throw people on commentary. Because you can tell when they are just not.
I agree.
Not feeling it.
Yeah. That should be something they teach in the Performance Center, how to deal with dissociative identity. Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon's dissociative identity disorders.
Yes, exactly.
How many times will he actually gravitate towards one of the? Who's the next one? Who he will gravitate next?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Vince, you guys see he dropped $500 million into the XFL.
Yep. For the next 3 years, he's going to drop
because he thinks it's going to go 3 years long.
This thing isn't going to die a quick death like it did the first time.
Well, the thing about it is that someone is starting another football association this coming season or next year, a year ahead of Vince.
Yeah, they already have they've already announced 2 teams. While Vince has the stick figure commercial.
No, they have the whole. They have all the stadium. They have everything all set. All the policies are ready. The gameplay rules. It's all ready.
Vince McMahon only has a presentation. That's it.
Yeah, as a presentation, $500 million confirmed to be dropped into this. Way to go, Vince.
Where you got pissed off within 5 minutes because people wouldn't stop talking to him, even though he went to Q&A.
Yeah. well, Jomo, it's supposed to be like the XFL is here, bask in my glory. Now shut up. That's what he wanted.
Well, at least I get the wish of he hate me again. So.
Oh God, I love him. He hate me.
So I got a question about the XFL though. Is Vince gonna run this like how WWE rules, where it's half tall blonde people and half legacies? Are we gonna have He Hate Me Jr. running around in here?
Oh God.
Well, okay.
I really hope one of the team names is the nepotisms or something like that. The blondes and the nepotisms. That should be 2 of the team names.
The quads. Yes.
And then one team is just all former bodybuilders that weren't even coached to play football.
We could call them the wet dreams.
Call it what?
The wet dreams.
Oh my
God.
Week 6, we get a Royal Rumble, which is just you go in, you get a touchdown, and then that team's eliminated. Somebody else comes in every 30 seconds.
Yep. Oh my God, I love that.
There's a lot of things that can happen.
Somebody
don't take any of these ideas, please.
Oh, we don't know he isn't.
We know there are WWE spies that come in here and listen.
The only thing I see is that wet dreams can actually be a nickname for a footballer.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh God.
But okay, to bring that back, I already said this about basketball. Imagine a footballer coming out to Titantron entrance music and smoke and mirrors and whatnot. Suddenly he comes out, takes off his jersey, shows that he's with the rival team, scores the winning touchdown for the team that he's supposed to be facing off against, but he's now sided with. He decks the coach and proceeded to giving crotch chops to the audience's hand.
You know what? Football would be a lot better if they actually did that, quite frankly.
I already told most of the people, if you want me to be a fan of American football, or probably even basketball for that matter, let them come out to entrance music. Give someone like LeBron James, who comes out with wearing the Cleveland jersey and then takes it off, showing that no, I am the Golden State Warriors.
We've had someone else join the conversation, and the fracas that is this show today, the one and only Mr. Kane A. Knight, the master of the numbers.
Hey, congratulations on 1 year.
Yeah, that's amazing. I said earlier.
Oh, that's a good tackle. Okay. That's a good tackle.
Careful, man. Yeah, pardon my partner there, Kane. He's distracted by World Cup football.
I understand, yes, and other things.
Yes, he's had himself some pot cookies today, so he's in good spirits today.
Yes.
Jeez, when I'm in Amsterdam, I'm supposed to feed myself with pot cookies.
Yeah, stop shaming the man. He's living the Amsterdam dream.
Amsterdam dream. I mean, okay. Like I said, if you want me to be a fan of American football or basketball for that matter, make LeBron James come out wearing Cleveland's jersey and then somehow with Titantron entrance music, pulls off the jersey, shows that he's from Golden State. He's now in the team of Golden State Warriors. Scores the winning point. Decks his coach. Comes out the next game wearing a boa or bringing a snake out or something like that.
Jesus.
Oh, God. I could see the thing about it is I could see LeBron doing something like that.
Yeah.
Well, he actually just flew out to LA today, so there's been a lot of speculation he's headed to the Lakers.
Well, he did.
Runs away from the hoop with the ball.
Didn't exercise his option, so he's a free agent now.
Yep, I think.
And someone else that there's rumors out there, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it was debunked that there was talks between either via text or somewhere between KD and LeBron both going to the Lakers."
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I have no idea if that's happening or not, but I heard about that.
That would be scary because the Lakers have 2 slots that they can fill with 2 max contracts.
Yep.
I mean,
they wouldn't need Paul George.
Yep. I've also heard they're looking at Kawhi Leonard, so I mean, I wonder if they go after.
They're wanting to do Kuzma and a draft pick, and San Antonio's saying no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame San Antonio. That would be kind of stupid. You're sending like a team in your conference, like your best player. I mean, if anything, if I'm San Antonio, I'm trying to ship him off to Boston or to Philly.
Ah, okay.
Well, the Celtics are in the talks too.
Yeah, for the Celtics are in the talks.
Okay.
LeBron will look real good in purple and gold, though.
Although now I'm imagining LeBron suddenly coming out. Okay, I'm wearing a Cleveland shirt. No, I'm wearing a Lakers shirt now. Fuck you, everyone.
Well, he's got 2 $20 million homes there in LA.
Yep.
That's where he goes during. He lives in LA during off season.
Yeah. Can't wait for all of Cleveland to start burning his jersey again because he wanted to play for a fucking real team.
So I got a question though.
What do you guys have in Detroit? The Pistons?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was the question?
Okay, so MDS said, "Is that what J.R. Smith was doing in Game 1 when he ran away from the hoop with the ball?"
Yes.
You got me. Yeah, that point exactly. But hey,
I'll tell you what.
It could be more storyline dramatic. It could be more WWE creative dramatic.
That was pretty dramatic, though. When LeBron, what are you doing?
Exactly.
I felt
10
so
times
bad
more
for that
entertaining.
man.
10 times more entertaining, and you want me not to watch that iteration of NBA? Yeah, sign me up. It sounds like a wrestling story all in one.
Yeah, it's a lot funnier, that's for sure.
All I know is that J.R. Smith had a major brain fart there.
Yeah. I like the one someone took that picture and he's like going to JR and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm looking for Kyrie." He's like, "Kyrie's in Boston."
Well, we got another newcomer in there now into this chaos. Morning, Biff.
Oh, it's Biff. Oh, it's Biff.
Oh, yes, Biff, asshole. What's up?
Senju's like, "Oh, it's Biff. It's
okay.
You better be freaking glad that I'm here, dude. I just elevated this show's class by like 0.2%.
Oh, that's a nice goal. Oh my god.
Wait, did Argentina score?
Di Maria scored an equalizer.
God damn it.
A thunderbolt.
This team should not even be in the fucking group stages. They suck.
Oh,
who's that? Argentina?
Yeah.
Argentina.
They freaking blow. Let me see this.
Well,
criticize what you want.
Messi's living in a big shadow still.
Yeah.
Criticize what you want, but that strike was beautiful.
That was.
Now, if you're gonna watch it, yeah.
I just saw that was a beautiful strike.
Oh wait, did Biff want to say something?
Wait, what's going on?
Biff, you still here, or did you drop out again?
I'm here. I'm just trying to wake up. I thought the show started at 11, not 10, because I'm an idiot. So
That's all right.
No,
I mean, it's all right.
You're not an idiot.
Well, I had company last night, so
That's fine.
I was,
Bow, chicka, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Biff, baby, woo! Biffle Jr., well, woo.
What, you actually called it Biff
Space
Jr.?
Mountain, eh? That's Space Mountain going on last night.
Actually, I call it the Starship Enterprise, and I had to dock last night, so.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh.
Captain Kirk in the hizzle.
Captain Kirk. Already
There's
buzzed
a
from
reason I like Spock more.
The question is, Spock even have something that worked? Well, I guess so, because they do reproduce.
My logical and rational response last night was kind of compromised.
That's all right. I was pretty drunk last night myself.
How many of us are hungover now? Like,
I know I'm hungover.
So many of us.
Yeah, right here. I'm one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised, and amidst all of this, Ambrose Alley hasn't really said anything.
That's
I'm
kind of
hungover and dopey.
Well, I think,
She's hungover. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
well, you have a Vicodin with a beer, and you're feeling good. I know that one.
true. That's true.
You just float into midair.
man. Biking did some good stuff, but it also puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, me too.
If you think that's terrible, I'm gonna have to take a flight in the morning. It's not 6 or 7, it's 4, 8.
Yeah. I mean, at least how long of a flight is it? Like 2-3 hours?
Oh please, just 1 hour.
Okay. Why the hell are you going that early then?
I don't know.
Like, hell, you're going like back in time too. Like, like
My
by the
mind-
time you get in England, it'll be what, like an hour before you left?
Yes. And you'll get super confused. Wait, what time is it now? Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Like, Senju will literally be going back in time. Jesus.
Yes. Literally.
And time's going backwards. How interesting concept.
I've
Enter
been
the
to-
Twilight Zone.
Let's enter the Twilight Zone together.
Yeah. Speaking of the Twilight Zone, they're going to have their annual 4th of July marathon, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Yep. That's good.
Because I'm like one of those geeks who actually loves that 4th of July marathon. So
Hey, you're not alone on that one.
Hey, preach, brother, preach.
there you go.
You're not alone on that one. So considering that we're already talking about Star Trek and Captain Kirk and docking, whatnot. So
That was my fault. I apologize.
No,
why are you apologizing for?
Why are you apologizing?
What are you apologizing for?
It's the anniversary show. I'm on here for less than 2 minutes, and already Biff's dick is like the center of focus here for a time. Normally, it's Biff is a dick, not Biff's dick. So. Oh look, France surrendered a goal. It's what they do best.
Yeah. Yeah.
France is good at surrendering anything, but that's aside.
That's like me.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
smirks the honor of the French, good sir.
No, it's like me and George said in our World Cup show covers that we did. We hope France's back line is better than it was in 1940.
God dang.
Damn.
Wow.
He's going straight for the throat.
The ball just rolled in his freaking grave.
Oh,
Everyone
de Gaulle's like, what?
Oui, sir.
Everyone who was defending the Maginot Line just turned in their graves.
oh yeah, no, of course they did. They couldn't get the job done then, and they better hope they can get it done now. Funny thing is, George actually has like 600, has like some money on France at like plus 600. So
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
he better hope they win this game.
Yeah.
You're about to get Dunkirk, pal.
Oh God.
George, if you're listening, you're about to get done lit up, son.
Well, George is supposed to be here sometime, so.
Yeah. Hell, George was the one who came up with that Maginot Line thing. So I mean, or the 1940 thing. So I mean, that was brilliant. I have to admit, like that's going straight for the fucking throat.
Wait, George came up with the Maginot Line back in
1940? He came up with the line.
The
He said he hopes France's back line is better than it was in 1940.
Oh, okay.
And that's like,
I mean, he might have come up with the Maginot Line. I mean, on paper, it was such a good idea. It just turned so shit so quick.
Well, it was the same thing Germany did with the Great Seawall that they built.
Yeah.
That didn't work either. Now did it?
No.
No, it isn't.
This show really has gone everywhere. We've gone from wrestling to football to freaking history. I love it.
I know it's giving me the vapors. I'm so excited.
Well, the thing is that the last couple of nights in the nightly, you've been bringing up history stuff.
You know why? Because I'm great. That's why.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with bringing up history stuff. History is fun.
Yeah, it is. I enjoy history.
Yeah, hell, I plan on teaching history, so I am all for this history talk.
God bless you.
God bless us all.
Please, France, just win for George's sake. For George's sake.
Vive la France!
I wonder if George, if France loses, is George going to commit harakiri?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Womp, 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 womp.
Might not be. Okay. I'll bring this back to a small wrestling discussion. Who is actually in love with Bailey throwing a fit today, this week?
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved her beating the hell out of Sasha Monday night. I loved it. I was like, finally.
As much as I don't care for Raw, that was good stuff.
Yeah. Finally, Bailey got her Snickers.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if she's turning heel. That's the weird thing. Like, the crowd liked it when she did that. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
I think the crowd, we know that San Diego is pretty much a smart type crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
answer me this. They're going to most smarks are going to be along the lines of, okay, this is what Bailey's been putting up with for 18 months.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's always been the one to, oh, that's okay. You know, the softie. She's been the soft one.
I'll
look at her feud with Alexa. She had the frickin' kendo stick and didn't use it.
Yeah,
I'll go. I'll go off the rails on this one.
Bailey finally said, "F this stuff, F this shit. I'm kicking your ass."
I think I'm gonna go off the rails on this one. I think I think Bailey for the past 18 months has been a submissive until she turns dominant.
Yep.
Oh. And the crowd has seen this happening, and they're finally seeing her stand up and flip the bird at the world, and do what she feels she needs to do, and that's what everybody was cheering for.
Yep. Tell me more about this submissive stuff, Doc.
I was just gonna say, I guess everyone likes it when a sub becomes a dom.
Somehow, yeah.
Yep.
It can happen.
We might find out more about this relationship in their counseling next week.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Speaking of this, okay.
Yeah.
First off, we need to see Dr. Shelby.
Again.
Second off, who just got reunited on SmackDown?
Team Hell No. Yep, I saw that.
Yep, I love that. I don't care.
It's a good flashback. It's a good callback. Yeah, I like it. I liked it too.
And the thing that was funny about it is that, you know, Harper and Rowan were getting ready to destroy Daniel again.
Yep.
And the music plays, and Kane is never in a hurry.
No.
No. He's basically going to take his time. No.
I'm pretty sure he was at max speed right there.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. That's the scary thing. Like, I don't think he can move any faster.
Even if there's a Girl Scout over there offering cookies, he's not going to walk that fast. He's just going to,
no.
They're going to be there selling me cookies eventually. I'll get there.
It would have been hilarious.
The meantime, to look on the other two's face was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Did we just call the thunder? Yes. Now reach the whirlwind.
It would have been hilarious if the bludgeoners are just like, screw it, it's Kane. We got time to powerbomb him like 6 times. And then took it seriously when he got to the apron or something. It's like, oh shit, Kane's here.
He's gotten the apron, yeah.
The thing,
He's on the apron now.
you know, speaking of power bombs, what about the power bomb Ronda put on Alexa through the table?
Oh man,
That was nice.
Beautiful.
People are saying, "Oh, she botched it because she didn't pick her up right." I said, "No, she created a new move. It's a backbreaker. She had her in a."
It was like kind of like a deadlift lift, wasn't it, or something like that?
She deadlifted.
I think if we want to throw in the whole Ronda Rousey isms where she explains her move, it's a deadlift backbreaker.
It was a deadlift backbreaker into a power bomb.
I don't care as long as it hurt Alexa.
It was badass.
Miss, I don't like taking bumps.
Yeah, I am over Alexa, quite frankly. Like, oh Lord, it's just like she's been champion for
my timing at Money in the Bank and make Becky Lynch look like she doesn't know how to unhook a briefcase.
Seriously, that was so fucking stupid.
Like I was there and I was there in the show and I was like, oh shit, Becky's about to win. And I saw Alexa Bliss running around on the outside, just random. I was like, what the shit are you doing?
she's running around as if she's
she
a
was
headless
late
chicken.
getting to the spot. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know.
Where's my spot?
And then she wins it. Like, who thinks Alexa Bliss winning this was a good idea?
Vince.
Well, whoever it is that thought that, whoever it is that thought out the way out for Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jackson Money in the Bank.
Oh my god, I am just so over Alexa. She's been champ forever. She's no damn good.
Well,
the only thing she's got going for her is she's got great mic work.
Well, no, she does, but my issue with that is like, yeah, she has great mic work, but all she ever does is put every other person down, and then she wins anyway. So she's the only one who ever looks good.
You know who she hurt the most on that roster, though? Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Because if you track Alexa Bliss from NXT up and Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss followed the exact same trajectory as Sasha Banks and basically took her spot on the main roster.
Yep. Only difference is Alexa was allowed to retain a title on pay-per-view.
True.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they actually did right by Alexa, unfortunately. So.
See, Sasha's problem was not being white and blonde.
And having a butt that don't quit.
Exactly.
I like Sasha's butt.
And off the rails we go.
The way you said that, just like
it's an innocent childlike way of you just say, I admire her butt.
There is nothing childlike about admiring her butt. Just like you know.
And in the meantime, over on SmackDown, we got the trials and tribulations of one Becky Lynch, who seems to not be able to. She's getting some momentum now. Yes. How long is she going to keep it for? Jury's still out.
I have no idea. How she's still over is beyond me.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of wondering if she's getting the title match at SummerSlam.
Hopefully so. I wish she was getting that because.
Is she, or is it going to be Asuka winning the belt? Like by,
I think Asuka's winning the belt next week.
Not next week. It would be at or would it be next week? When is Extreme Rules?
July 15th.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks.
2 weeks from tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
So she
talking about Asuka. she actually did a funny spot with Pico Taro singing "Pen Pineapple Apple Pen." If you guys haven't watched it, go watch it.
Okay.
And say that 3 times fast.
I didn't even understand it the first time. That's why I was like, okay.
Asuka botched it all up.
Does that not surprise me?
Nope. Well, I'd say yeah, because the song is popular and she doesn't know it. And even the guy was saying, no, it's pineapple, not apple.
Okay.
Oh,
no, I see Asuka taking Carmella out this time. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this Steiner style math that Carmella is using.
Steiner style math.
Yeah, Charlotte beat Asuka. I beat Charlotte twice. Therefore, I'm better. I'm twice as good as Asuka. No,
that's the transitive property.
Yeah.
Do what?
That's the transitive property in math. It's a legit property.
Yeah.
She
Her
needs
math
to add,
is solid.
She needs to add like 90 more seconds of verbiage in there to match Steiner math.
Yeah. I mean,
No
comparing it
sec-
to Steiner math is an insult to Steiner math, quite frankly.
right.
That's true.
Well, now that she's got Ellsworth around again, I'm just waiting for the caller and the leash to show up.
See, I've heard some people say that the whole point of Ellsworth coming back was just for that one thing so she could retain that Money in the Bank. Then Asuka's going to kill Ellsworth this week. Then she's going to kill Carmella at Extreme Rules. Now, let's say this is the case, and I am all for that being the case. My one question is, why did she have to retain the title?
To make the Money in the Bank case look better, I guess. I don't. Why even put it on Carmella in the first place, though? Like,
I don't know. How long did she have that for anyway? Like 11 months or something like that?
it was
10, 11
it was
months. Yeah.
really close. I think she
Yeah.
cashed in April. It would have been
Okay.
April.
I forget the exact number.
I think she had the longest.
She set
she
the
had
record.
longest reign. Yeah.
Yeah,
she
she
set
set
the record.
the. If you want to call it a record, yeah.
Oh god, that reminds me. Casey from Squared Circle Sirens. He said Carmella has broken the record for most days as Money in the Bank champion, and Lance Storm just dunked on him and said, "So you mean she's done the least amount of stuff with it?"
That's true. She really didn't do much with it because there for quite a while you didn't see her at all.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
She's only toting the Money in the Bank just because it's an accessory for her, not a tool.
And now she has the title.
It's a prop. The whole thing is a prop. Period.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on whoever uses it. Remember my argument that Samoa Joe can have the Money in the Bank briefcase and actually elevate him to become that kind of more dangerous kind of guy who's going to be a threat, who's supposedly going to be a threat to the Universal Champion and Brock Lesnar in a sense. But no, that didn't happen.
They've got the right threat.
Yeah, they got the right threat. And Braun. That's beautiful. And then you have, and then on the other side of the coin, which that person is using it as a prop was, Carmella.
Yep.
To be completely fair on the Carmella front, they at least built up like the suspense around it very nicely because they established early on that Carmella was going to have to be an opportunist.
Yes.
So she was using that case how it was designed to be used, and they played that up pretty perfectly. I just think the title reign itself shouldn't have lasted as long as it did.
Of course.
No.
I'm not denying that one because at least it developed Carmella into that kind of opportunity.
Yeah.
It's just sad that she doesn't follow that through in the most opportune of times, rather than just waste time, which may or may not be her fault.
Beating Asuka with a super kick, even with distraction, that's a bridge too far. That's bad.
Yeah, that was peak stupidity. Anyway, I hate to say this, guys, but I need to get ready for work. I want to thank you guys for having me on. I want to congratulate you guys on your 1-year anniversary, and I hope this is the start of many more.
All right, thanks, Sal.
Yep.
You know, it's great having you here. Thanks for coming on this show for us, like you did the very first day to help cover up the lateness of one MDS.
Hey, Sal, nice to meet you, Sal. I've never been properly introduced to you, pal.
Nice to meet you, Biff. I'll have to get you on my show one of these days.
Damn, Skippy hippie.
Let me put it to you like that. That's also my co-host on Connoisseurs of Wrestling. So yeah.
There we go.
You will enjoy yourself having Biff around. He's a character. Let's put it that way.
I'm a cheese sandwich for the soul.
I thought it was chicken for the soul. Now it's cheese sandwich for the soul. Okay.
Hey, cheese sandwiches are good. Anyway, thank you guys again, and I will see you all later.
All right, see you. Have a good
Talking
day.
about cheese sandwiches, I already had a good cheese sandwich back yesterday in Alkmaar.
So you had a good Biff.
Oh damn!
Nope. Just nope. I'm going.
Wow, he really left. Nice.
Can I ask one follow-up question on Team Hell No? What do you guys think the Daniel Bryan match at SummerSlam is going to be?
Let's see. The Usos, maybe? Him and Kane win the belts, and then... I mean, that would be really weird for the Bludgeon Brothers, though.
Or just take out the Bludgeon Brothers first, then go.
So yeah, it's like with Becky. You know, like someone said that Becky, she's getting pushed right now. Maybe and at this time of year, you think maybe that leads to a SummerSlam title match. It's like with Team Hell No now being back. It's like, you know, a couple months ago, I'm thinking, oh, Daniel Bryan's going to be wrestling AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura or The Miz or something, and now it's like, is he going to be wrestling a tag match? It's interesting.
It's an interesting conundrum to think about because, well, it's either them going to go after the Bludgeon Brothers first and then after the Usos, or just it's just a one-off thing, and then just let Daniel Bryan be on his merry way.
They have to give us. I'm the tag team champions, right? They have to win the titles, right? At least maybe they'll lose them before SummerSlam, but they have to argue about who is the tag team champions. I hope.
Again, I am the tag team. No, I am the tag team champion.
Oh God, that again.
That kind of, yeah, you need that kind of argument again for these two. I think, but on that point of note, yeah, they have unresolved issues on who's the tag team champion. Until they went, okay, we agreed to disagree that we are the tag team champions. That's it.
Yeah,
it's an odd conundrum to have, and yet it's an interesting thing to think about. But okay, but
in other news in the world of wrestling. NXT that was announced last night, I guess, or EO announced
NXT Live.
Signed.
Yep, she is.
Oh shit,
she is coming.
She yesterday, where was it? Fan attendance in NXT event live in Tokyo said that she actually appeared. She came onto the stage and announced to the people that she is formally joining WWE. So.
Nice. Yeah, I saw something about that on Twitter when I was scrolling through, but then I got distracted by a picture of Almas and Zelina. So I mean,
of course,
like just beautiful human beings right there. Yes. I gotta say.
Oh, and Taker, you're gonna love this, considering that you are one of the fans. The NXT live event in Tokyo was actually aired, broadcasted, and shot at in Ryogoku Kokugika.
Oh, yes.
Considering that you are one preternatural sumo fan, that name is going to be of interest to you. They're actually doing it. They actually did it in a sumo stage. So.
Well, you know, NJPW can still go there now because they did their public apology.
No, just no.
Was that for Kota Ibushi jumping off something, or am I thinking of something else?
There was a riot.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was the Vader thing, right?
Yes.
Vader Okada, yeah.
Vader Okada thing.
Caused a riot. Yeah.
And NJPW had to come out and actually do a press conference saying that, okay, we apologize to the JSA for the issue at hand. We hope that it don't happen again. And JSA basically just saying, no, we do not want you to host any wrestling show in our sumo stage. No more. Just no more. But yeah. The funny bit is that people are saying no, NJPW does not need to apologize for the riot because it's not in their jurisdiction. It's not their responsibility to control it's their responsibility to control their how their audience acts. It's not in their jurisdiction to actually manage how they're doing things. So they don't really need to issue a public apology up to the point where they had to do a live media press conference. They just had to post something out of their website and just go, we're sorry. That's it. It will not happen again. We strive to not make this into another issue again.
Yep.
But yeah, Io Shirai signed for WWE. Finally, 1 year after her injury and rehabilitation.
It was neck and heart issues, if I'm not mistaken.
It was. And she actually came back and actually did it.
She went home and got everything squared away. There was the heart issue they were more worried about than the neck.
Mm-hmm. And she posted a very pretty mask with the logo, WWE logo on it. So there's that. Oh, that's another goal. Oh no. Both Sal and George are not gonna like this.
Uh-oh.
Argentina is up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just put the link in the daily, and I made sure to say 18 or over.
Remember that it's going to be 18 and over. We do not want 14-year-olds coming in. Hi guys, I'm Dennis Cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll come in right when we're so far off the rails. We're talking about what Almas and Zelina doing better, or whatever.
Is this a thing for big conversation to come back?
Between the two of them, but I could be wrong.
I got way too excited for that.
Jesus.
Oh, come on.
It's like, Biff Thick's conversation back. Woohoo, yeah.
He's Biff and he's got the stiff.
Oh my God.
Hey. A whiff of Biff takes you a long way.
Oh man.
Whiff of Biff gets you.
My Lord.
This is getting crazy, guys.
No. A whiff of Biff makes you stiff.
Yes. Yes. Call down, pal.
Oh God.
Vince, is that you?
And in the meanwhile, dopey one over there on the end is sitting there going, huh? What's going on? Love you, AA.
I'm following you guys. I may be dopey, but I'm following you.
I know.
Just be glad I haven't hit on you yet. It's kind of my thing. I kind of, hit on everybody. But.
Yeah. Your woman wouldn't be too pleased with you, though.
No. There's enough Biff to be shared with everyone. He'll say that for sure.
I'm not going
there.
there.
We'll go with that.
I'm not going there.
Oh, goodness. Sure. Fine. But okay, talking about Zelina Vega, isn't she formerly associated with Austin Aries?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, right?
Yeah, I think what I believe happened was, well, I mean, I know Aries gave her a promise ring at the age of 35, which is a thing. I actually don't know I barely even know exactly what that means. I just like making fun of Austin Aries because he seems like the type of guy that you want to make fun of. But I think she and Almas are actually together now, so I don't know.
So La Sombra is getting around.
Yes.
Let's talk about something completely different. I watched per George.
Okay.
He brought up, his show, the Two Guys One Sport. They have match of the week, and he did his from a week ago yesterday. The main event, mano a mano match from CMLL. LA Park versus Rush.
Oh, okay.
What for La Parca? This is the old La Parca. For him being as old as he is now,
that's the WCW La Parca.
It's the same one, yeah.
Okay, that's LA Park.
Yeah, LA Park,
confused.
yeah.
Okay.
Because the WCW had a working relationship with AAA.
Yeah.
They did when Worlds Collide, and that's where La Parca first was found. And then when they started the cruiserweights, they brought a lot of the luchadors from Mexico up. That's where you got Juventud, Rey Mysterio, La Parca, Super Calo, all those.
Viano 4 and 5.
Viano 4 and 5, right? All the great wrestlers, great luchadors from Mexico. La Parca can still bring it.
Well, he's the chairman, of course.
They beat those two, Rush and LA Park, beat the holy hell out of each other in this match. And it's on YouTube. You can find it. I went and looked at it, and I was like, I got to see this. Because if George is saying it's a great match, it is. And I was like, holy hell. La Parca, he's got himself a bit of a belly now. He's not as slim as he used to be, but he still does the crazy strut. And, the juke moves with the legs and stuff. He does all that. He still flies around. But it was a great match. I mean, Rush at one point steals a fan's soda and basically pours it all over himself. This is, we all know how Rush is. People just hate Rush, period. That's the guy I'd like to see in WWE. He could teach people how to get heat.
Oh yeah, he's someone I just love to see get like some more American indie bookings in general. But I think his deal is he doesn't want to wrestle up here while Trump's president.
That's possible.
That's possible, though.
There was something like that. It was something with politics that's just why he didn't want to come up here. Which, I mean, that sucks, but if it's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do, I suppose. I mean, with PWG booking all these guys for international guys for Bola, though, that would have been perfect. Oh, man.
You know, there's some great wrestlers that can down in, Mexico that could come up here and make a fortune.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Pentagon, like Penta El Cero Miedo. He could make a fortune here.
But he's making his fortune both well.
Yeah.
True.
People would say, oh, his English isn't that great. So what?
He's got, like, everything else. Like, people, like... I saw him live at a Wrestling Evolver show back in May, and he was, I think, the second most over dude there, outside of one guy who got crazy over because of his power stuff. And Pentagon didn't speak a thing English. Some of that, obviously, is going to be like his rep and whatever, because everyone knows him now. But I mean, when you have that much charisma and just look that cool, I mean, you don't always need to speak English.
No, I mean, I didn't even know who Pentagon was until Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah, same.
I mean, the only fix I can see is that if you have a non-speaking English wrestler, just use subtitles. Somehow it worked for Lucha Underground. Why not for WWE? But no, WWE doesn't want to do the smart, sensible thing and just
if you really want to push someone that doesn't speak English, there's plenty of ways you can work around it.
Yeah.
One of them WWE has already used is the usage of translators. Yeah.
Hell, bring Yamaguchi-san back. He could be the mouthpiece for Asuka and for everybody that has problems with in Japanese Japanese speakers. He could have.
Where's Sonny Ono? Is he still around? Sonny Ono. Ono. He was the Ultimo Dragon, and
I think he's still around.
Yeah,
still around, but I don't.
I think he's still around with WWE in some.
Oh, really?
Form. Huh. Yeah, let me look. I'll find out here in a second. I think he's like an agent for him or something.
Probably. Okay. So 55 minutes in, they're still up. Sal's not gonna be happy. George's not gonna be happy. More George because he's gonna lose his bet. $600 more.
Man, that's rough.
No.
See, that's why I don't even bet on the most obvious WWE matches and stuff. Because the one I would have put the most money on in the last 5 years would have been Brock Roman at Mania this year, and we know that.
Nah, just.
Well, he's not far from me, Sonny Ono.
Oh, really?
He is. Let's see. Basically, all he ever did was the stuff for WCW between 94 and 99. He's not involved with wrestling now. And he owns a XTC Auto in Mason City, Iowa, which is about 2.5 hours for me.
Oh, God. It's 2-2 now.
Oh, shit. I like that I'm 15 seconds behind you here, so I know when to pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a beautiful goal, though. Can't say much about that. Oh, by a left back, too. It's just, wow. I mean, I already have one. Okay, I'm already actually watching it on TV. I should have watched it downstairs at the, what was it? At the hotel bar or something like that. Oh, it's much fun. It's more fun, I think.
I would have gone to a local bar. Forget the hotel bar. Just go somewhere in town.
I don't think there's bars open at 5 in the evening yet.
What?
Not any sports local bars that I know of over here.
Oh.
Probably I'm wrong anyways. I probably might have to look into that, but
I have bars
I might
open
not-
at 6 a.m.
I know. I mean, here's the thing. In Japan, you have bars that open up to 5 a.m. or even 6 a.m. in the morning. And they close up for about an hour or two and then continue on afterwards. We're gonna cross.
Just long enough to wipe everything down, mop the floor.
We're gonna cross. We're gonna cross, Harrison. Don't worry.
Big boy. Come here.
I got a good wonton soup for you.
Lord Tornaga. Mr. Dr. Tornaga over here. No.
I think if I go that, no, it's not going to go well with Torinaga-san. Well, Torinaga-san love you, but he'll kick my ass. If I take his stick, just no. Just no. Lord Toranaga. Japan this. I mean, my John Blackthorne, the English guy who only knows 4 to 5 Japanese words. Now I remember that guy.
We dry cleaner now.
Wow.
No buffet here. You scare my wife.
I give you so much MSG to kill an elephant.
Oh, no.
That is some funny stuff right there.
Why you eat spare rib? Eat broccoli.
Eat broccoli.
Eat vegetable.
You big boy, why you eat spare rib? You eat vegetable. You eat broccoli.
I think we're gonna kill MDS over here.
Oh,
no more. No more. I'm gonna die until after.
you see, Fine. That's what I was talking about. The inside joke.
Yes, I did catch that on that one.
Who is that?
John Pinette. John Pinette.
John Pinette.
Yeah.
Yes, that is some of the funniest stuff in the world.
Yeah, I
He
went
is
to
a good
Vegas.
comedian.
It's $1.20 there. Dry heat.
Yep.
That's what they tell me as they're putting me in the ambulance. Dry heat, Mr. Pinette.
You know, kidding. Oh man,
You're gonna make it. It's a good thing it's a dry heat.
And the funny bit is that I know the stuff.
I mean, one of the YouTube videos, it's audio only, and it's got pictures that flash up. And one of them has a billboard or a sign for a buffet, and it's put up there. It says, "All day buffet was all day buffet, not mean you eat all day."
Yeah,
you come in, you're not here 4 hours.
Yeah,
you leave.
Oh, so sorry.
You come in and you leave. The signs say grand opening. We close. Oh God, John Pinette, great man.
It would have been nice if John Pinette had gotten a chance to go to the Outlaw Buffet that I went to down in Orlando. That would have been tremendous. It was a buffet in an Ace Hardware store. I'm not shitting you.
Really?
A buffet in the back room of an Ace Hardware store. It was called Ace Buffet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I ate there and I didn't die.
Right.
Speaking of, there is some sad news we have to report.
Sure.
One Matt Capitelli lost his battle yesterday.
No, the battle was finished. I don't like saying somebody loses a battle because fuck cancer. So
the battle is over for him.
Yeah.
What could have been with that guy as a wrestler? I saw so much good for that kid. It's just a shame he was taken from us so soon. He had brain cancer once, defeated it, was getting ready to come back, and was diagnosed with it again, and that basically was it. He passed away yesterday. So, thoughts and condolences from the Shootin' the Breeze family to his family. Ah, well.
Oh, speaking of which, oh no, oh, George is gonna sing. George is gonna sing.
What, the France just scored again?
Yep.
So they're up now.
They're up now.
Oh shit! There you go. Oh man.
There you go. That's Jomo's reaction to it.
If Argentina don't win, Messi's going to be hung. They're going to be hanging effigies of Messi all over Argentina tonight.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, hanged, not hung.
Right.
They're going to Messi's going to be hanging an effigy everywhere.
Yeah, Messi's effigy is going to be
hung.
I was waiting for Biff on that one.
No, I was trying to gloss over it.
Well, hung or hung low? No.
I jump over a fence and went hung low.
Hung low, sweet chariot, hung low.
Right. Well, the keeper actually got a good grab on it, but no.
Oh boy.
What else do we have on the plate today other than Lord Toranaga again? Oh, so sorry.
Let's see. Gonna scroll through Twitter fast to see the news. Does anyone else even care about the Bola Field? Because I thought that was
the Battle of Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. This is like the most ambitious field they've put together in a while.
Now, who's promoting this? Is this PWG's doing, or is this?
Yeah, this is
PWG. Yeah, usually it's just like the lineup's just full of American indie workers, a few from Canada, and I mean just the bigger names. But this time it's like a whole international thing. Like it's usually it's like the All-Star game of the World Series. This year it feels like a World Cup of the World. Or what am I talking about? The World Cup of wrestling. Jesus Christ.
World Cup of the World Series.
World Cup of the World Series. That's actually a good stick.
Well, the thing about it is that's kind of like what we're doing with the Hall of Fame induction for August on Connoisseurs, is like a World Cup type setup.
I mean, I'm already looking at the Bola list. It's going to start on September 14, 15, and 16. My goodness. The lineups like Adam Brooks, DJ Z, David Starr.
Yeah, 3 guys from Dragon Gate. Freaking Ilya Dragunov is in there.
Oh, Ilya Dragunov. That's gonna pull Taker in.
Oh
possibly.
boy.
Yeah.
Ilya Dragunov, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chop Mess on his chest. Walter.
Mr. Chop Me Tender.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I wonder what happened to poor Adam Cole in his chest when he took on Walter last week.
Oh man.
He's still trying to survive via. He's still trying to make do with what he can with the guest that he's got now.
You know that. Everybody talks about Daniel Bryan's chest at Money in the Bank.
Oh man.
Or no, I'm
talking
about the Greatest Royal Rumble. That was Roddy Strong was doing that to him. Yeah.
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 But I mean, but again, the name of this. Wow. I mean, there's a lot of people. Oh, I think we scooted over this. Both Ilya Dragunov and Walter is in this.
Oh Lord, is that a first round match right there?
Oh please, I hope so.
Oh God, that would be a great first round match. Who dies first?
Oh God.
Who dies
and we're
first?
forgetting PCO's in this too. If PCO Dragunov is a match, Jesus Christ, that's this battle of who's more
Jeff Cobb Walter. Or Jeff Cobb Walter.
Oh God, that's in here too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Cobb Walter could be something like that.
And then we have Darby Allin in here too, who's just excited because there's like 10 guys in here who could possibly kill him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he's the one with the smallest stature in the card. I think
probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably right.
Adam Brooks is about his size, I think.
Who's shorter, Adam Brooks or Darby Allin?
I'm not sure.
I can't know for sure. I know DJZ. Oh, okay.
DJZ is not very large either. Yeah.
Well, say goodbye to Argentina.
Oh, France.
Oh,
France.
shit. Here it comes.
Say goodbye to Argentina.
Oh, they are gone.
Don't cry for Argentina.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Oh, poor babies.
The truth is, I never. Oh, sorry. I got a little Madonna.
All through my life.
Poor Argentina. They're going to drop off.
Messi should have joined Spain when he had the chance. Now he's forever chained to Argentina.
Who does the winner of this play?
Looks like someone else dropped out, but I don't know who.
It was Greg. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Saskatchewan, number 5.
Yeah, that's who's gone.
One cried. The truth is, I never left you all through my wild days. My bad existence. I kept my promise.
Promise. You kept your distance.
Stop it. Get some help.
Dear God. We have gone everywhere today. We've talked about business promos. We've talked about soccer.
Now
We talked a little bit about wrestling. We talked about some of the growing pains of this show. We never did finish the story of how it all came about, but that's beside the point.
Well, we have to talk about Evita, so.
Yeah.
Somehow Evita and Argentina are one and the same.
Baron. Oh God, never mind. I saw the stage show.
Oh.
I also saw Les Miserables many years ago too.
Les Mis is always a fun show.
Les Mis is a great show.
That one's great. That one's really good. Yeah.
I know it's great when I'm sitting there at the end of it and I got tears in my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Pagua. Here's Giroud. Oh.
You know the one I really liked is Kinky Boots. I don't know if anyone saw it. It was Cyndi Lauper's show, her stage show thing, or that she produced at least. It was freaking phenomenal.
Oh, really?
It was,
Official. Ooh, okay. It's on October. It premiered on October 2012. Okay. Haven't really watched it, so might as well put it in to stuff that I can watch later on. Again, don't cry for me, Argentina.
Womp womp.
George is gonna sing in his boots for this one.
Oh man. It was not looking good for him at one point either. It was
2-1,
Yeah.
and then suddenly they drew level, and then suddenly they went up, and then they went 2 up.
Yeah.
So surprising. Damn, man. I mean, if this is the match that's going to go around for the round of 16, I am going to stay up and watch Portugal versus Uruguay, hopefully. But
how many games do we have a day now? Just 2 a day?
Just 2 a day.
I think too, yeah.
2 a day.
All right, I've been kind of following along. I'm not really that big into soccer, but I usually watch the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, there's lots of people here.
Yes, there is.
Yes,
Good
there
morning,
is.
George.
What's up,
We were
dude?
just talking about you.
Oh man, I'm
Oh,
loving
man.
life right now.
And you're just posting Mbappe and Griezmann's photo profile. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah,
Good
I'm loving
for
life.
you.
Hey, if you're not watching this game and you don't know that Kylian Mbappe is the truth, then I don't know what to tell you. Because he broke
All
his
you
fucking
know
game
for
open.
sure, George, is your wallet just got fatter.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Well, you know what? Baby steps. I need them to win the whole thing for my pay-in. Baby steps. You know, I'm not gonna have to worry about hedging until the next round. We'll see. You know, but you got to run before you can. You got to walk before you can run. You know, so you can't win them all until you win the first one, right?
Well, yeah, and like you said before, this back line is actually better than the one from 1940.
Yeah, exactly. They can't be worse. They can't be worse.
Well, I didn't mention that the worst thing is that this backline is going to be more terrible than the Maginot line. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as long as they play better defense against Argentina than they did against Germany, they should be okay. They should be okay. Yeah, but again, should being the key word. What are we talking about, guys? What's going on? There's like 30 people here.
We're just sitting here having fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
Happy Saturday. Thank you for the invite.
Yes, thank you.
What's the best thing you guys saw in wrestling this past week?
Bailey beating the shit out of Sasha.
Is she the heel? I think she's the heel, right?
I think she's the heel.
I do
George,
too,
you
but
might
a lot of
wanna,
people don't.
You might want to stick your eye at the TV screen right now. Or
All Argentina.
Yo, you
Again,
doing
don't cry for me.
Matty the hell.
Oh, hi, Metal Matt.
Yeah. Metal Matt's here.
Hey.
Hey, Matt.
So
Hey,
what's
sexy. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
What's
What's
the
up,
best
everybody?
thing?
It's old
So-
home week.
Bailey turning, Bailey finally turning is the. I think Bailey should really just embrace it and have like all black tube men for her entrance. You know?
See, the idea my brother gave was that she keeps the tube men, but what they do is when they come up, they're flipping you off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Or like their mouths, or like, you know how the tube men have the smiley faces?
Yeah.
Like duct tape X's over them.
or just keep the tube face, inflatable tube men, and Bailey comes out and just pissed off at those inflatable tube men and just
and just like glares at them and yeah. You know, I mean, I've seen her. There's a match out there on YouTube of her in the Indies when she was in Northern California playing heel.
Yeah.
And her entrance music was California Love, so I'll always pop for that. R.I.P. Pac.
Okay.
And B, she was really good at it. So I don't doubt that she can do it. It's something. There needs to be something to fix her character up because she's had the same, you know, smiling, happy-go-lucky baby face like it's 1993 character since.
Okay.
I mean, her entire run on the main roster, and 2 years in NXT. So, I mean,
she's been a baby face like that for over 5 years. I think she's tired of it.
I don't want to compare it to Hulk Hogan dropping the leg at Bash on the Beach, but I mean, Hulk Hogan was dead in the water as a baby face.
Yes, he
turned
was.
heel, and next thing you know, they were printing money. So,
I mean,
why
like I
can't
said,
you have like a poor man's? Why can't you have like a poor man's version of that? You know?
Well, they did try to do like the edgy Hulk Hogan where he was still a baby face, but he was like had black pants and before
and
Hollywood.
he was screwing over Sid in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I mean, it could happen. I mean, in a sense, I already told them that, for 18 months, Bailey has been a sub, and now she's a dom.
Yeah. I mean,
can you imagine though if Hollywood Hogan had to go to counseling the week after he turned?
How about the fact that Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns tried to kill each other with multiple vehicles, and neither one of them had to go to counseling?
Yeah, all Kurt did was like, Braun, how many times do I have to tell you not to murder people?
It's like a bad sitcom with like a laugh track, you know?
I'm sorry, Kurt. I didn't mean to.
Well, then he even fired Braun or whatever, and then Braun breaks more shit, and then you're back. So yeah, Kurt Angle's a terrible general manager.
Speaking of Kurt Angle, segue. I have mentioned this on my show, and I know TakersMinion agrees with me because he is super old school, and I mean that as a positive. If you're Baron Corbin and you're going to shave your head anyways, why the fuck didn't we get a hair match out of it?
Yes, that would have been perfect.
Why didn't we get a payoff? The guy had hair, and he looks better now without the hair.
Actually, he does.
He just gave Taker the vapors.
He was literally clinging on to strings.
I mean, he should have had a hair versus hair match against Dean Ambrose, and both guys should have to shave their head.
George?
Oh,
George,
no.
George, you got my message?
I love me.
Ambrose Alley still.
I love me, but that hair is.
She's still.
That hair is. It's on its last legs.
George, you did say something on your show when you were talking about the LA Park Rush match.
Oh my God, that match was so great.
Yes, it was. I watched it, and I was like, yes, you were correct. There is a mask versus hair match at Aniversario.
My God,
between LA Park and Rush.
If I had a little bit extra income, and I wasn't possibly going to Greece in the next couple months, I would try to find a way to go to that match.
You're going to Greece?
I may be going to Greece at the end of August for a week.
Awesome.
So yeah, I can't wait.
I'm still in Amsterdam.
It's awesome. I know. I see your pictures. You look like you're having a blast.
Yep, I am. Somehow.
Him and his pot cookies.
And your pot cookies?
Yeah, I'm pot cookies.
Nice. That's awesome. Good for
Have
you.
you been to the lounges that, the pot lounges or whatever it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Hipping with it.
I mean, I haven't really found those pot lounges yet, but I'm sure eventually I'll stumble into one of them.
I'm sure you could just like throw a rock from wherever your hotel is and hit one.
I mean, I'm from San Francisco, so it's all pot all the time around here. But
the only thing I haven't really gotten used to is that when it's 9 o'clock on my watch, 9 o'clock p.m. into my watch, and the sun is still up.
See, that's the thing about Europe. My sister told me that is that the summer, it gets light so much earlier in the summer and then dark so much earlier in the winter, because compared to the States, because it's so much further north. Like New York, which is pretty far north in the United States, is like the same latitude as Portugal, which is like the far south of Europe. So when you get to like northern Europe, like where you are, it gets dark and light seasonally. The seasons are so much more varied than they are here.
Yeah.
Like this World Cup in Moscow, it gets dark at like 10:45 at night.
Yeah.
And it gets light at like 3:30 in the morning.
Which is surprising. Which is really surprising.
Which, I mean, because they're playing these games at like 10 o'clock at night and the sun is still shining.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, right now even the sun is looking about like it's still up. Still.
What time is it over there?
Right now it's about 5:37 in the evening.
So you're what, 7 hours ahead of me? Because it's 10:30 here, so 7 hours. Okay. Because Greece is 8 hours, so you must be 7 hours.
Yep.
Oh.
That's a good.
Bad news, George. Just got some bad news.
What? No.
Cubs bad news.
Well, no, what?
No. No.
Darvish is down.
Oh, yeah, he's
elbow impingement.
You know what my problem with him is? He's so mentally fragile. It's one thing if you're physically hurt, but he's coming out with these quotes about like, I'm worried about pitching in LA because the fans will boo me. Bitch, you're getting $20 million a year, man. You can take the boos. Like, come on, man. Well, no one's gonna like.
God, that would be almost as bad as Roman Reigns saying, "I'm not going out in the ring tonight because I'm going to be booed."
and Roman would never do that because he's a professional. There's a great quote out there. There's a great quote out there that I love by a guy named David Halberstam, and it is being a professional means doing your job on days you don't want to do it.
Yep.
Be a professional.
I mean, I think that's the mark of being a professional.
Yeah, but Darvish is so injury prone,
so brittle, mentally soft. So
well,
what did I miss? What did I miss? You just all been shooting the breeze, pun intended. Before I jumped on.
Yes, it has been. It's been a free for all today. It's been fun. We've been making jokes about John Panette and his buffet stories.
What is So the best thing you saw in wrestling was the Rush LA Park match, which was very good. If you haven't seen it, from the Ring of Honor pay-per-view last night, the Briscoes and Young Bucks had a war, which was excellent. The main event was not very good. I watched the last two matches. The semi-main was the Briscoes and the Bucks, which was very good. The main event was Castle versus Cody versus Marty Scurll. And I don't know why Dalton Castle won, because he's so hurt. And you can tell just by looking at him how injured he is, and how much he needs time off.
Yeah, I think for the past 2 months, he looks like he's not himself lately. He's not at 100%.
Different because he can't train. He's looking less. He's always had that super defined upper body, you know, and he's always been doing those cool power spots where he like delays the suplex, and he's not doing any of that stuff because his shoulders are shot and he can't train. The guy needs surgery and 6 months off in the worst way.
Yeah.
Yet he's still the champion for some reason.
Somehow.
You know, the all-in tie-in is right there too. If you want to just give Cody the thing, and they're like, no, it's our injured world champion is still gonna have.
Or even if you want to give it to Marty to further Cody's descent into madness, that even Marty Scurll has a championship and I don't. Like, even there's a narrative.
Even this dude who is like a comedy villain dude can win a world title.
Even this dude who wears a Doctor Death mask and Doctor Death mask and acts like he's a 70s villain or something.
Yeah, even the guy who heals you in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is our world champion.
Did anyone see Lethal Kushida yesterday? I watched up till that point, and then I was like, okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna call it.
I heard it was good. Again, I only jumped in for the last two. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the rest of the matches so I can have a report for Thursday.
Oh, Griezmann looks hurt.
I mean, it helps that he's worked Gresham twice and now Kushida, but Lethal's having some pretty damn good limb.
He's had a very sneaky good year and a half. I would say almost since the first New Japan show where he wrestled Omega and he was fat. Pretty much like right after that, he's been on a pretty good roll. He's lost a little bit of weight. He's gotten a little tighter. I still hate his finish with the burning passion, but everything else he does, I like a lot. But his finish is so damn absurd.
Although the one thing we were talking about too before you got here, George, was the Bola list, the Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm standing up. I'm not in front of my computer. Do me a favor. Who has the internet at their fingertips?
Hold up. I think I was just looking at the list here a second ago.
Pull up this year's Bola list, and then pull up 2014's Bola list.
Pull up
Bola 2014 real quick. Just the list. Right?
I got it.
We know that Ilya Dragunov and Walter both are in that show.
But look at here's my general point. Look at the Bola 2014 list, right? A lot of Adam Cole and Roddy Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly and Ricochet, and right?
Yeah.
Look at the list and look at all those guys who are in the WWE now on that list. There's like 3/4 of that list is in the WWE, right? Read that list real quickly.
Here we go.
Yeah, Gulak.
Anyway, do it one at a time. Do it one at a time. One at a time.
Drew Gulak.
WWE, right? Keep a
Kyle
count. That's
O'Reilly.
WWE, that's 2.
Zack Sabre Jr.
New Japan, so he's okay. That's,
he was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, but he is now a full-time New Japan.
He's
So he's unavailable for Bolas. That's 2 WWE. Who else?
Adam Cole.
WWE.
3.
Adam Cole.
WWE.
WWE 3.
Biff Busick.
WWE 4.
Roddy Strong.
WWE 5.
AJ Styles.
WWE 6.
Brian Myers.
Brian Myers.
Oh man.
Kurt Hawkins.
The worst match I've ever seen AJ Styles have, by the way.
Oh yeah, I watched that the other day. It was like
so bad.
Carmella match to put in.
He's really bad. So Brian Myers is 7.
Okay. Candice LeRae.
WWE 8.
Rich
Swann.
We'll say unavailable, but formerly WWE.
Okay. Chuck Taylor.
Available. Very available. Looking for work.
Gargano.
Who's next?
Gargano.
WWE 9.
Elgin.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. Doesn't take bookings in this country for obvious reasons.
Okay. Ciampa.
WWE 10.
Trevor Lee.
Impact, kind of.
Cedric Alexander.
WWE 11.
Bobby Fish.
WWE 12.
TJ Perkins.
WWE 13.
Ricochet.
WWE 14.
Chris Sabin.
WWE 15. No, never mind.
No. Chris Sabin isn't going to be
he
here.
is available too.
He's available. ACH.
Also available. I don't know why he's not in this tournament.
Kenny Omega.
New Japan.
WWE in 2019.
WWE sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later. Okay. Matt Seidel.
Old and broken down.
Yeah. Matt Seidel.
Available.
Getting high somewhere.
Available.
Formerly WWE.
Formerly WWE. Chris Hero.
Trying to smuggle pot into Japan, which is a very bad move.
Bad move.
Chris Hero,
WWE. Chris Hero, WWE. So 15 of the 24 people in Bola 4 years ago, which is not that long ago, are in WWE. Now if you go to 15 and 16 and 17, the Bola tournaments, they got saved a lot by the Lucha guys and the British guys.
Yeah.
A lot of Travis Banks, a lot of the Pentagon and Phoenix, Flamidia. But the problem is with this year's Bola, there's only 7 or 8 Americans in the entire tournament.
Yeah, I think so.
They had to scour the ends of the earth to fill this field, and I am excited for this field. This is a good-looking Bola field, but there are. Who is the number 1 American indie superstar? Matt Riddle?
Riddle, yeah.
And
probably Riddle.
Riddle.
Janela.
And then after him, Brian Cage, maybe, in terms of star power.
Yeah,
probably.
I want to say David Starr, but even though he works everywhere, he's more Euro than...
Yeah, he's more Euro.
Maybe Jeff Cobb? Jeff Cobb.
Cobb's a good call. Yeah.
My point is this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pretty thin field at the top of the American indie pyramid. It is. And I don't blame the people for going to WWE at all. And I don't blame WWE for signing all these people. It's their job to put on as good a product as possible and make as much money as possible. But we are in a bit of a fallow period for the indies. Now, there are guys out there that I like a lot. Shane Strickland, Myron Reed.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Anthony Henry.
MJF. But a lot of them aren't at the level that the names that you read off were at. I mean, I remember going to AEW shows every weekend or every other weekend and being like, "Holy shit! I get to see Chris Hero and Kyle O'Reilly. Great!" You know what I'm saying? Like, this is awesome. And now it's like, I mean, if I don't get the Lucha Brothers and I don't get Shane Strickland, who aren't in this tournament, or Shane Strickland's not, the Lucha Brothers are. It's kind of fallow right now on the super indie scene. Like if you're a PWG or an AEW or Beyond, it's just and. I don't know where the next wave of talent is coming from, to be honest. And it doesn't scare me or anything because there will always be talent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's PWG. Bola is like an all-star game, you know. So, and if you have a bad year in the big leagues, you have a bad all-star game, or at least an unknown all-star game. And it's just there's not a lot going on at the top of the American indie scene right now in terms of elite star power. With the exception of Riddle and Cobb.
Yeah. There is one thing that scares me about the independent scene, and that is we have to remember at the end of the day, even though the independent scene can be separated from WWE qualitatively, WWE is the engine that drives a lot of casual fans to the independent scene. WWE is kind of like the doorway. When, WWE's ratings, the attrition in their ratings go down, that's fewer eyes that are being pushed into the independent scene. And so, that drives a lot of the interest. When WWE goes down, you can almost mark a calendar by it. The independent scene has those kind of fallow periods where you're losing out on people coming in.
So, it's a good point. WWE is very much the gateway drug for professional wrestling.
Yeah.
You're channel surfing on a Monday and Raw's on. You're like, oh, yeah, let's watch this. Hey, this is pretty cool.
It's bad acid is what it is.
Yeah, what?
Bad acid.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's certainly not orange sunshine. That's for
sure. It's the gateway drug.
It's certainly not pot cookie
for professional wrestling. So it's just that bowl field intrigues the hell out of me. There's a lot of first and second time guys in this bowl field. So the tournament itself should be damn good. I mean, the Lucha Brothers, Walter, Riddle, Cobb, But there's a lot of talent there.
Hey, George, don't forget Dragunov. Let's hope we get another match between those two.
Yes.
Dragunov and Walter.
Yes.
Ilya Dragunov and Walter. Good
there's
God.
a lot of talent, but a lot of it's unknown talent.
Yeah.
At least for a casual wrestling.
I think for this Bola, I think it's more it's more that they're trying to put out new people, new talent out there. I think Bola is quite possibly the best.
Yeah,
the best independent promotion, independent show to put out these combination of talents all around the world. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, actually.
My favorite is they dusted off Old Man Shima.
Oh man, yeah, I didn't expect to see a crap ton of Dragon Gate guys.
Neither did I. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
Dragon Gate 2007, stand up.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that because I've
somehow Shingo Takagi
diving into Japanese wrestling. Sometimes it's just I don't know if it's not my thing or if it's just because I have so much on my plate or what. But it's nice to see some of these guys in other places, so that way, I can sit down and watch them, instead of having to dive into a show where I know nobody and all that.
Exactly.
Right. Well, George, the thing about it is that you mentioned you said 15 out of that 2014 list of Bola that are in the WWE now. And each and every damn one of them is a indie darling.
Exactly. They're all in WWE. The vast majority are still in NXT. Other than Brian Dawkins or Brian, whatever his name is, Brian Myers.
I think.
Yeah, obviously, the majority of those guys are in Hunter's Vanity E-Fed.
I hate to. 2 more minutes and they're already 4-3.
Yeah, I know, but let's hold on, guys. Keep it midfield. Just
France is up 4-3.
yeah, but with a minute, with like a minute and a half left. Oh, foul! Nice, yellow, nice.
Easy. Also, Giroud gets a yellow. Easy.
Yeah, just back away. You and your cool tat. Oh, fuck you!
No.
Hey, George, easy.
Oh,
Right, we got this.
No, they're slowly turning into WWE.
Guy flying off the top rope with an elbow.
Can you imagine Oliver Giroud actually flying off the top rope, delivering an elbow?
who gets to be the Osprey or Kota Ibushi who moonsaults off the stadium on everyone?
I'm looking forward to the Kota Ibushi where he shoots fireworks into his own chest. Celebration. MDS, are you going to any G1 matches this year?
Not yet as far as I'm trying to secure one at the very least.
Nice. Maybe one of the Budokan shows at the end?
Yes, of course.
Nice.
Budokan shows are quite possibly one of the prime G1 experiences that you need to watch when you're in Japan.
Yeah, so
if you are into G1 actually anyways. But
Chris and I did a big deep dive into the field. It's
you did. And I don't know. I have 2 minds about it.
What do you think?
On one hand of it, it's actually a good thing that NJPW is trying to push their young lions into the foray and trying to create new interest into it. But on the other hand, they're also trying to do 2 things at one time, being both okay, we're going to promote you guys as the new one, but we're still trying to keep eyeballs on our main stars.
Yeah.
So that worries me because NJPW does not do 2 things similar at the same time. They always do. We concentrate on one end. And this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna concentrate on the other, but we're not leaving you behind. I
think Jay White's winning his block. I think that's pretty clear.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. You look at the field.
He's practically being fed young lions.
Yeah,
basically.
I think Jay White is winning that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I haven't taken a look at the schedule yet, or I think I might have, but it's been a while. But,
the schedule is nice. Yeah.
It's done.
Vive la France! Yeah.
Let's see.
The schedule is
Usually you
nice.
can kind of get an idea of how it's going to play out with the last day.
But look at the final schedule. Again, my computer is off. I'm actually just kind of
I'll open the
Pull up the last night.
See.
Pull up the A block finals, the B block finals.
Okay, we had Okada Tanahashi on the last day.
Okada Tanahashi is the main event, obviously, and that match is going to be unbelievable because those matches are always unbelievable. Jay White is wrestling Tetsuya Naito, right?
Yep.
Evil.
Oh, he's wrestling Evil. All right, Naito's
wrestling Evil.
Okay, so look at those 2 matches, right? White, Evil, and Okada Tanahashi. Those 4 guys, by virtue of the fact that they are in big-time matches at the end of the show, at the end of this tournament, one of those 4 guys are advancing.
Yeah,
definitely. I think it's too soon to begin the Okada redemption story. I think you can hold off on that and start it at King of Pro Wrestling or even Power Struggle. Tanahashi doesn't need the briefcase at this point. He is basically a special attraction.
Oh, of course.
Evil, I don't think is ready. So by process of elimination, I think Jay White is winning this block. I mean,
if you look at all the lineups, you have on his block you already have Elgin, you have Evil, Fale, Makabe, Okada, Page, Suzuki, Tanahashi, and Yoshihashi.
But of those names, the only 4 who are serious contenders are White, Evil, Okada and Tanahashi.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if Suzuki got high, but I don't. I mean. That's not what I meant.
If he just sits around in hot boxes?
Yeah, that was
finished high. I finished high.
Oh.
Because he got high.
Yeah, I know. Suzuki did not suddenly just become Jeff Hardy.
I think White beating Okada night 1 is a near certainty, by the way. Oh, yeah. A near certainty.
It feels like the Ishimori Osprey first night kind of thing.
It really does.
It does.
And I still think it furthers the message of Okada's being down in the dumps.
Yeah,
Okada getting the same player without the belt, etc. If Jay White
getting down in the dumps about losing the title, and somehow the young guy who he commiserated, who he actually commended coming into Chaos. Well, got over him. So it is going to be.
What do we think about who's winning Block B? I think my personal pick here is going to be Coda, but
I think I had. Read me the list again of guys in Block B.
Okay, Hiroki Goto.
No.
Kota Ibushi. Tomohiro
Maybe.
Ishii.
No,
Tetsuya
I wish. Maybe.
Kenny Omega.
No.
Juice Robinson.
I wish, but no.
Zack Sabre Jr.
I wish, but probably not.
Sanada.
Not yet.
Tamatonga.
No.
Toriyano.
I wish, but no. I think so. The finals of Block B are Omega and Ibushi, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Naito Sabre as well.
I think that's going then. So Naito Sabre is your semi-main, and Okada and Ibushi, or Omega Ibushi is your main event. I think Omega and Ibushi are going the full 30-minute draw, and then Naito is going to win by result of
by
that.
proxy.
Not by proxy, but by default, because Naito and Omega are Omega and Ibushi are going to go the draw, which is going to get Naito in via the back door, the same way that Goto won his block 2 years ago. Because I think it's too soon to have a finish in Omega Ibushi.
Yeah, I can see that.
For quote and only a G1 block final. That's a Wrestle Kingdom semi-main event at worst.
Yeah.
So I think you can have them wrestle, have them go the full 30, draw, protect both guys, and then Naito can win his block. Also, think about this, guys. The briefcase holder has never lost in the challenge. Why couldn't Jay White win the G1 and then lose the briefcase at Power Struggle to someone?
True.
But then again, who would you peg to lose? Who would you peg for Jay White to lose against on Power Struggle?
I would have Jay White lose to Tanahashi, and then I would have Tanahashi challenge Jericho for the Intercontinental at the Dome.
At the Dome on Wrestle Kingdom.
At the Dome.
Oh wait, can you take an Intercontinental title shot from the G1?
The briefcase is for any title.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Briefcase is for any title shot. Any of the big three.
Okay, I would
guess
take that.
But would Jericho take it? But would Jericho take it, considering that he's potentially facing both either Naito and Tanahashi for that matter? Both of them seems money matches.
I think the Naito thing you can resolve beforehand at maybe Power Struggle King of Pro Wrestling, and I think you can. Tanahashi Jericho is a big match between two legends. I think that's your Wrestle Kingdom semi-main, and I think your main is Omega and Naito. And then Okada third from the top, which continues his I'm down in the dumps without Mr. Belt storyline, you know?
I'm with you. I'm with you on the main event. I just get there a different way. I think Naito wins Block B, but I also think he wins the G1 outright. He goes back to back and he beats Okada in the G1 final to get its win back from January. And that sets up Okada Naito for the title after Naito wins the title next January.
So you think Naito beats Omega and takes the belt off him?
Naito absolutely takes the belt off Omega next January. Omega's gone.
Okay, so you think Omega keeps the belt between now and January?
Yes, Omega is the champion until next January 4th. He drops it, and then he goes to WWE.
Okay.
Okay.
There's too much. There's too much cooperation right now.
Yeah, there's too much smoke.
There's too much smoke with the Omega and Bucks appearing on WWE's radar. That's happening. I think that's why Omega won when he did, because they needed to get Okada, on a different track for a little bit. This is Omega's, token run. He can run with the strap for a little bit, and then they're going to put it on Naito and run with Naito. So,
wouldn't shock me, but I still think I think Jay White is winning his block at the very least.
At the very least, okay. So that means basically, if we took both of your stories on point, that means Jay White might face off against Naito for that matter.
Yeah.
Following Biff's story, Naito wins G1 outright.
Yeah.
And then challenges Omega for the belt. Okay. I mean, their match last year was, I think, the runner-up for my match of the year. Their G1 finals match last year.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they had a sensational match.
I'm just not sold on Jay White winning his block. I mean,
Who do you think does?
Honest. Well, okay. Here's the problem: if you don't want Okada to win straight away, which I think you can still tell the story of Okada not being the same, without the title by losing in the finals and not being able to get back to the Tokyo Dome main event. But if it's not Okada, I would say, Tanahashi is not really what I would consider prime material. You could almost make the case you could get a situation with Minoru Suzuki kind of sneaking through in Block A. Kind of the shock factor there, I think.
And
Jay White just does not strike me as a very exciting option. I understand what they're trying with him. Jay White has not had a very good run so far coming back from excursion. I just don't buy it at all.
Well, judging from the history, NJPW really rarely, if not possibly, push their NJPW dads over on G1, especially on G1.
I mean, there's no dads left.
Yeah, the
guy was retired.
Other than Suzuki.
Well, Suzuki's not really. Suzuki's not
Makabe,
really dad. He's just old.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's the grandpa. I think he's the grandpa.
An NJPW dad is like the old guy who wrestles in the opening match. That's not what Suzuki does. Suzuki is still a upper mid carder.
Who still
Makabe, I guess. Oh shit, he's 45.
Yeah, Makabe. I'm
not sold on Makabe at all.
No,
I'm not.
His best days are well behind him.
Yep.
I didn't realize. I thought he was in his upper 30s, but
he's been around the block.
I mean, okay, for Block A, I think there's a lot of argument. There's a lot of opinions in arguing against White, Tanahashi, probably Okada, or probably Evil for that matter too. I guess.
Well, are we all agreed that Tanahashi's probably done as a main eventer at this point, and he's kind of settling into that upper mid card role?
He's the John Cena special attraction at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
John Cena special attraction at this point.
Like shows up every now and again, pops a crowd, has a big match,
and then gets the crowd crying again somehow.
Yeah, he's I'm trying to think of a good comparison. It's like if you still had, I mean, I don't want to say if you had like Stone Cold and Cena, because that's not when Cena was around, because that's not exactly right. But it's like, I mean, I guess the Cena Reigns thing is what it kind of is with Okada being someone people actually like. But
and a draw.
Yeah.
Anything else? Because I'm gonna run off in a little bit and go to the Cubs game. So.
Oh no, there's nothing else.
Oh no, man.
Before I get out of here,
we're slowly winding down. We're slowly winding down to the.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a run-in, and I wanted to congratulate you two, Minion, TakersMinion, and Mr. Dr. Senju, on an awesome year.
Thanks.
And you guys, especially TakersMinion, my podcasting godfather, and I guess MDS, my podcasting older brother.
Oh,
you guys have been awesome, and I love listening to your show.
Thanks.
So props to you guys. I'm gonna raise it when I go to Wrigley and it's 90 degrees. I'm gonna raise a Budweiser to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I
mean, you raise that piss water, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? When it's hot, I'll drink it. So.
What's the best thing to eat at Wrigley?
I mean, I love
just a dog,
just a nice hot dog with some grilled onions.
Yeah,
they have bison dogs now, which aren't bad. But I mean, like, I go to Wrigley because it's the same ballpark I've been going to for 30 years. I want to eat the same food I ate 30 years ago. I'm not going there to eat sushi. Like some of these ballparks, you get like sushi and shit.
Well,
like,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I go to AT&T Park here in San Francisco, and people are eating these crazy things. I'm like, I just want a hot dog.
I want a hot dog.
Here's the advice from a gaijin living in Japan who loves eating sushi. Sushi is not to be eaten in a game.
No,
at all.
Especially outdoors in the heat. It seems like
especially outdoors in the
Who knows
heat.
where it's been? I don't know. I like watching the guy make it myself. Like I like to sit at the bar when I'm getting sushi and
exactly. I mean,
plowing down sake and
would you sit in a Tokyo Dome watching baseball or watching soccer?
No.
One hand holding sushi and the other holding sake.
No.
Probably the other hand holding sake. You'd accept that, but sushi?
No, I'm good. I'm good, man.
Saki at a game would not be pretty. I would just be blacked out of my mind. But
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. So, all right, team. It's been cool. Enjoy the rest of your show. Congrats on a great year and many more to our hosts for this Saturday morning.
I need one more year.
One more and you're done, huh? You're the Kenny Omega of this show. You're fleeing at the end of the year.
Hey, of course.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. See you, George.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Uruguay, Portugal at 7 tonight. Okay.
I would have thought that Juicy Fruit would be the one to eat at Wrigley.
Yeah, actually, it is. It is. But no, not highly unlikely. Oh, goodness. I mean, this has been 3 hours now, I think.
It's been long, yeah.
It's been long.
It hasn't felt like that, though.
it's been 2 hours. No, it's been
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's 9 a.m. my time. So, because I remember getting up at 7 or 6:50. So.
Okay, so here's a fun thing I did yesterday. Anyone want to hear what I came up for a Raw G1 block?
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, yeah, go for this.
Okay. So, yeah, I was talking with some people yesterday about, like, Brock Lesnar just leaving and everyone just acting like Raw hasn't had a world title since the brand split, which I think that's the best way to go with this because fuck Brock.
Okay.
But, so anyways, they have a G1 till SummerSlam. Here's what I have for the blocks. In Block A, we got Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Chad Gable, Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler, Goldust, Mojo Rawley, Bray Wyatt, and Titus O'Neil. And Block B, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Elias, Apollo Crews, Noe Jose, Matt Hardy, and Jinder Mahal.
Block A seems to be the more power-packed show rather than Block B.
A little bit heavy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that they didn't just draft all the good people over to SmackDown Live, because then we could have some really good stuff here. But, you know, instead I had a debate between if I wanted to put Mojo or Bo Dallas in. So,
put both of them in. No, at least for the former in Mojo Rawley, you could get a mouthy physical match, and then with Bo Dallas, you get a wrestling comedic show. So.
True. That's what I was kind of trying to figure out between them. I have Jose as the Yano right now. That, like, I don't know, like he tricks Elias or someone into doing his conga line on the outside for 10 seconds or something. It's a win.
Okay. Poor Toriano having had to deal with the stick of what? No way, Jose. Okay. Although points be taken, No Way Jose is actually doing good.
I thought he would be like off Raw by now, but he's still on TV, which is that's good for him.
Good. Yeah, which is good for him. I mean, like I said, Block A seems to be, if we want a fantasy book on this one, Block A seems to be the top heavy thing rather than the Block B.
Yeah, I tried to even it out as much as possible there, but then towards the end, it just like it's like, oh man, I have to put Ziggler in this, don't I? And I'm only like 6 names deep for both. And then I was like, oh,
you have to put Ziggler in. So yeah,
it's
Ziggler. Trying to do one type thing with WWE. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's one thing that WWE might want to look into is tournaments every now and then. I mean,
don't get nearly enough of those on the main roster, and when we do, it's like they feel like they have to protect everybody, so we get like all the lower card guys and then 2 obvious finalists.
Yeah,
whatever the U.S. title one was.
Now that their pay-per-views are like 13 hours long, they could definitely do some tournaments.
I mean, it's perfectly with the co-branded shows. It is actually perfectly set up to do a G1 style tournament with Raw and SmackDown having blocks. You know, your A block is your Raw crew, and SmackDown is your B block, and they'll meet in the finals at SummerSlam. You know, it's perfectly set up that way.
Yeah.
But that would be good for Survivor Series, I think. That would probably actually really
that would be WWE using something called sense, which we know they don't have.
Look, they couldn't
Right,
they couldn't come up with like a 2 or 3 week storyline for Baron Corbin to have a hair match. So yeah, that there's way too much. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Really, I think if I was booking this, the time I would stick it in is probably after. I would say probably sometime after SummerSlam, because that's the dead period. No one is really all that interested, and there's football and all that. So people are watching other stuff anyhow. So I mean,
Yeah, that
like, you
would be
don't
the-
need Hell in a Cell. You don't need Night of Champions. Survivor Series can be like the finals, and the winner can get a shot at like the Royal Rumble or something.
Yeah, that would make sense. But see, again, makes sense. We know WWE doesn't have any.
Bring back
business sense, yes. Creative sense, not
I don't know. I kind of preferred Braun Strowman and Kane both losing a match at the same time to earn their Royal Rumble title match. I thought that was more logical.
I think that's
booking.
cool. Yeah, I think that's cool though. I think that the whole underlying over on that one, yeah, it's gonna be cool. Just because it's interesting in my eyes.
Got a question for y'all. It's the same kind of vein. It's just one level down from the main roster. Do you think that they could make an NXT versus NXT UK series at War Games work this coming November?
Ooh, that would be interesting.
That'd be exciting.
Maybe
that would be off the
charts.
The real trap there is, can NXT UK be established quick enough to make it work? Because you would need at least a month and a half to 2 months of build on the regular NXT television to make that work, because obviously you don't want to go in cold. But if you can get it flipped around in time, I mean, that's a hell of a hook for November's takeover.
Oh man, that would be pretty cool. You have British Strong Style already kind of established too, so you can take them and like Mark Andrews or someone, and there's a squad.
Well, there's currently right now, or I don't know whether this is updated or not. Currently, we do have Mark Andrews, Travis Banks, Tyler Bate, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, the Coffey brothers, Joseph Connors, Noam Dar, Eddie Dennis, Jordan Devlin, Pete Dunne, Jack Gallagher, Sam Gradwell, Saxon Huxley, Amir Jordan, El Ligero, Dave Mastiff, Trent Severn, Ashton Smith, Tyson T-Bone, Flash Morgan Webster, Wild Boar, Kenny Williams, and Wolfgang. So all of those are going to be involved in NXT UK TV tapings.
That's a hell of a lineup.
Yeah.
It's a
And
hell
that's
of a
not
union.
including the women.
Yeah. Then you got like Tony and Jenny.
The women, the women so far that have been confirmed include Ila Dawn, Ginny, Killa Kelly, Charlotte Morgan, Nina Samuels, and of course, Tony Storm. So, Storm and Ginny are going to be, oh my god. Because have you seen the promotional poster that they're pulling out for the whole NXT UK? Storm and Ginny are front and center.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I haven't either.
NXT.
Storm and Ginny are front and center. Well, they're flanking the NXT UK logo, so.
Oops. There we go. See if I can find it here. Oh, that ain't the right button.
I'll help you guys on this one.
Oh, okay, there we go. Because Pete Dunne is right over the top of the logo there in the middle.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Basically.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because they have Saturday, they're starting on July, and then Saturday 28th and Sunday 29th July, they're going to start at Cambridge and going down Birmingham, Plymouth, and Liverpool. So
Is that Ashton Smith on Pete Dunne's left? I can't.
let me just.
Who'd they announce as the GM again? Johnny. It was Johnny Saint.
Johnny Saint.
Johnny Saint.
Yep, Johnny Saint.
That's right.
Let me just check back again. The one at the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I swear to God, when I was watching him, I was like, this dude is like a Ricochet clone. My brother and I were watching it together, and we were just calling him Rebound the whole time.
Well,
Wow.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. So, because I think with the side tattoo, with one side of his side of his body covered with tattoos, yeah, he does kind of sort of look like Ricochet in a way.
Oh yeah.
Although the necklace oddly reminds me of Rey Mysterio Jr. So there's that too. But it's going to be an exciting. It is something, and hopefully it will hopefully it will be close enough, but I don't. Let's just say that they'll cut to the chase about it, and maybe they can actually do the whole War Games with NXT and NXT UK.
So something interesting I saw floating around on Twitter, and I mean, I don't know if it's real or not, but I mean, it is real because I checked it, but I don't know if it means anything. Is that I think WWE UK at the time was following only 10 accounts, and one of them was a former king of the cruiserweights who we haven't seen in about a year.
Former king. Oh.
Adrian
Neville?
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean, I think he's most likely done just in general with WWE, but God, man, if we get him over there.
The thing about it is,
depressing.
As long as he's got a contract and they're going to hold him up, he's not going to be able to wrestle anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder how much longer he has on his deal, because it feels like if he had a really long time, he would just have come back by now. But I mean, it's been about a year, and I'm not hearing anything about his deal coming up. So
I think he had 2 or 3 left.
Oh, geez.
He had just signed a deal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what they're waiting on then, is to get this established and put him in it. Because I can't imagine he's just going to sit out 3 years.
I don't even know that he could if they froze the contract. He would just Daniel Bryan kind of falls.
Well, they kind of did something similar to Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, because he was injured so many times.
Yeah.
He was injured.
They basically froze him till they extended his contract, I think 90 days or something like that, and then he was finally released from his contract. I don't know.
Yeah, that was at Royal Rumble 15 when he was number 30, and that was the last time we had seen him. I think that's when that happened.
And there's talks now.
The Rumble Revolt.
Plus there's talks now that he's coming back again. The rumor mill is generating a lot.
On the video game now when they did the commercial for the...
Yeah, he's the pre-order character for W2K19.
Yeah. Did they announce if Rousey's going to be a downloadable character or not?
She's a pre-order.
No, they haven't announced her yet. I get the feeling that they will, because what's interesting to note is that WWE 2K's Twitter has said that Rey Mysterio and a yet-to-be-announced character will be pre-order characters. I'm assuming Ronda is going to be the other one, but I don't know. And that's pretty unusual for there to be 2 characters to pre-order. I mean, there's usually only one, but they also have another character, but it's the same one. It's just a different attire.
Yeah.
But it's unusual that they'll have 2.
I'm excited. Characters. I haven't bought a game since 2K15. This is going to be the one I buy, so I'm excited about that.
Same. I'm really excited to play as Ray again. He was one of my favorites when I was way younger. So.
Ray.
Okay. Ray.
WCW World Tour and Revenge. Yeah, he was fun to play out.
That's fun to play. Well, okay. WWE now formally announced.
So I'm gonna be that guy and say I really want GM mode back too in those games. Those are the best. I know that's literally everyone says give back GM mode every year, and it gets kind of annoying, but still.
I mean, that's basically universe mode, isn't it? Sort of.
It is basically you be a manager mode in FIFA or be a manager mode in Madden or whatever it is. Just you're gonna put this card and see what happens. So.
I mean, I play GM mode a lot in SmackDown Raw 2006.
If the wrestling bores me, I go on to GM mode and just let's see what we can fantasize about, or just throw shit up and see what happens.
Yeah, that's been me lately. If I don't really care about what's going on Raw, I'm like, okay, time to toss on. I have TEW on my laptop, so toss that on, and it's a real fun game if you have ideas. But I've run out of ideas.
So WWE just formally announced the signing of Yoshirai. So there is that.
Yep, she's home. I mean, and
She's home. Well,
she's home in WWE now. It's like that picture from last week in Daily Thread that I snatched off of it. The portrait painting. I don't know if everybody's seen it or not. It's EO jumping off of something, doing a moonsault. You can see in the crowd. It's over by an exit somewhere. And what was that? Is that the Kurikan Hall?
Kurikan Hall, yep.
Kurikan Hall, yeah.
So how fast does it take for everybody to start booking their dream stable of Kairi Sane, and Asuka? Just 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
I'd rather Io Shirai fight Asuka, because that's what they did back in Stardom. So
yes, and they had some hellacious matches, Kana and Io. God.
Because as much as I love the whole thing, people would go intersectionality and say, "Oh, we're gonna create another Japanese stable again."
We had a Japanese stable.
Technically we do. Technically we did, but
indeed.
Yeah, that we had to go way back for that one. So.
Tie and tie.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that if it comes from the era of choppy your pee-pee,
choppy your pee-pee, yes.
See, and I hate that. I'd love to have a stable, but the only thing is that people will go intersectional and say, "Oh, we're gonna do that thing again." Again.
Basically, what we're all afraid of, and even though we're not saying it, is that if we were to have a Japanese faction, is it going to be a comic relief or is it going to be serious? And we're all fearing it's going to be comic relief because of what happened with a choppy your pee-pee.
Well, judging how they've treated Asuka and Kairi Sane so far, I have no real fears about them mistreating.
I know that, but there's always the lingering doubt that WWE creative will actually spring out something ridiculous. No. I mean, have you seen how they treated Nakamura when he faced off against Jinder Mahal? That's
God,
that should happen. All cutting racist promos and stuff. But yeah, I got what you mean there.
And not only that,
it happened just when you thought that WWE is treating foreign wrestlers equally as their own inbred talent, homegrown talent, and suddenly this happens.
Yeah. And not only that, but Jinder won the feud.
I mean, the secret in WWE to win feuds is just say something racist. Then apparently that throws the other guy off so much. It's like, oh, sweet, I get to win the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
2017 was the darkest timeline.
Last year, the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam was Jinder and Shinsuke, which seems like a pretty crappy match for a WWE Championship match. The year before, I think it was Ziggler and Ambrose. Like, they need to fix that shit this year.
So the feud is going to be like Eric Young versus I don't know.
Right, AJ Styles will lose to Rusev, and it'll be like Rusev versus Eric Young. Yeah, SummerSlam. Like what?
No, I'm rather see Rusev versus Killian Dane.
Whoa, no, wait. I got one better. Bo Dallas versus Dolph Ziggler for that.
Let's go, Bo.
although there's why do I get the feeling that I think they're having their match, the tag team title match for Raw, the leader of worlds versus the B team? It's going to be at Extreme Rules, right?
Yeah.
Why do I get the feeling the B team is going over?
Because they make Vince laugh.
Oh God, I hope they don't win. I really I do not get the appeal of the B team at all.
Oh, I do. I mean, I do. They're funny as hell.
Here's the thing. Here's the only. I think here's the short and sweet statement that I can make up for the B team. They actually replaced the Fashion Police as the comedic team on SmackDown.
Yeah, pretty much. But I would much rather see Authors of Pain try and go for the titles.
I think you're going to see the Revival, to be honest. I think the Revival's next up.
Yeah,
I don't think the B team wins. The B team doesn't need the titles. They're fine without them. I think the Revival takes the titles from the Leaders of the World at SummerSlam.
We don't have a stipulation for that match, do we?
No.
No,
No,
we
we
don't have
don't.
any stipulations for any of the Extreme Rules matches.
Yeah, they're not extreme yet.
What if Extreme Rules is just like Backlash or something, but it's just called
How extreme are we supposed to put extreme matches in the Extreme Rules?
Right, yeah.
Do we need to put?
See, what I was thinking is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, what I was thinking is we might get another deletion because I mean B team seems like a good tag team for that kind of match, as
Yeah,
opposed to
final
putting the
deletion
Authors
match?
of Pain in there or something.
B
Yeah.
teams.
What? Yeah.
B teams
I'd
not
be real-
deletion.
I'd
Go
love
ahead.
to see what they do with Bo
Okay.
and Bray in that situation.
Okay.
If
Bray gets
they have
knocked into
Jeff
the
Hardy
lake of
show up with Matt
reincarnation
and then-
accidentally and comes up.
Jeff and Matt and Bray and Bo.
I'm still disappointed that when Bray fell in the lake, he didn't pop out his Husky Harris.
No.
Wow.
No.
That too.
I just
Bray
said
Wyatt
that.
fell. What?
The Army
Bray
tank
Wyatt
with the
fell.
Ferrari engine.
What the hell happened to me in this past few?
You know who would really work well in this though is the Team Hell No over on SmackDown because you'd have Kane, he'd come out as like Isaac Yankem or something. And then...
Oh no! And then what? Daniel Bryan comes out with veggie,
Fake Diesel.
all vegan.
No, we need Christmas creature. That's what we need.
Yeah.
The
And
Yeti.
Kane, I mean, I love comedy Kane.
God, the Yeti.
I mean,
The Yeti.
The Yeti.
and he comes out and does his dry hump thing on Jeff Hardy or something.
Oh no! Oh, the imagery.
Who was the
imagery
Yeti?
is disgusting.
Who was
Oh, the horror of that image. God.
The Yeti is actually Kevin Nash. I just brought in just to have fun, but okay.
Yes, the Yeti was Kevin Nash. That's
We actually
Was he?
Yeah, he was. He was the Yeti.
for one night only.
Yeah, for one night only.
Thank God.
I think
well,
it could work.
no,
I
he
think it
ended up
could work.
being Reese in the flock, in Raven's flock. That's
Oh yeah, that's right. That's who he was.
It's like Kevin Nash was in WWE still.
Yeah, that Yeti was late '95, Halloween Havoc '95. So Nash didn't come over till '96.
The awfully great Dungeon of Doom. That was just so comedically awesome.
Oh, of course.
It was so bad it was good.
It's so bad it's good.
Tire fire. What are you talking about?
It's a guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure.
It is a guilty pleasure. I loved it.
It's a guilty pleasure of WWE wrestling or WWF wrestling for that matter.
There's no move you could take more seriously than Kevin Sullivan's little double stomp.
Probably. I mean,
There's always, and even today, you still hear the phrase "tree of woe."
Yeah.
Beautiful. Just
Get
beautiful.
someone hung up on the top rope with their boot, and, in the corner, and beat the hell out of them. The tree of woe.
Mm-hmm.
and we also hear, Doomsday Cage. Oh wait, no, we don't hear that anymore.
We
Never
don't
mind.
hear them now, no. But
Doomsday
Doomsday
Cage
devices,
match, or the electric chair match.
Oh yeah.
Bring back the Inferno match.
Chamber of Horrors.
Let's see. Let's sit here for a minute. Let's sit here for a little bit, guys, and try to remember names of matches that just didn't fit or didn't work.
Wasn't there like a Thunderdome or something they did?
Yeah.
Thunderdome, yeah.
Kennel in a cage.
Oh god.
Oh
no. What was the one that RoboCop was in? Was that the Thunder?
The Thunderdome?
That wasn't the kennel.
No. Tower of Doom Steel Cage. There you go.
That's oh my god.
Yes.
Russo's Revenge.
Judy Bagwell on a pole.
Judy Bagwell on a pole. Okay.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift. That was
Oh, that's right. Forklift.
Yeah, what you said is kind of a different meaning to that.
Oh God, no!
To be fair, that also sounds like a WCW match. But...
It's not no more. It's no longer a WCW match. It's a dungeon match.
You have Viagra on a pole match there at WCW? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Okay.
Billy Kidman and Shane Douglas.
Shane Douglas, yeah.
See, what I want at Extreme Rules is I want one of those Japanese island death matches or whatever, where you just drop someone off at a random island.
Yes.
Then you should Google this Japanese death match on a train.
Oh my god, the DDT ran last year. I heard about that.
Yeah, that cost about 100 comments in the nightly because someone was posting live, doing clips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember the night it was happening. I couldn't sleep, so I saw someone posting on daily.
I mean, someone was posting short video blurbs in the nightly.
Oh, they were? Shit. I wish I was in the nightly that night. I remember I saw someone was on the daily at like midnight, and I was like, what the heck's going on here? And I went in there, and there was Reverend Kane just live blogging what was going on. And I was like, what the shit?
Well, okay.
It's Reverend Claire Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah, I knew I was going to mess that up the first time I said that. Yeah, I forgot he's Rev Claire now.
Okay, if you want something fun, DDT had done something with New Japan Pro Wrestling. They throw Sanshiro Takagi versus Minoru Suzuki in the Tokyo Dome. The only problem is they throw both of them not in the wrestling configuration, but in actually the baseball configuration.
Oh man, I think I heard that someone. Oh man, what was the match? It was like I can't remember what it was called. It had like a real vulgar name, and it was like you have fireworks shot out of your ass if you lose or something.
Here's the best part of it. I'll give you the link for the whole thing.
Oh really? Shit, give me that.
Yep. I'll post you the whole link for Minoru Suzuki versus Takagi in a baseball match setup. There you go.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
While you're doing that, we should talk a little bit about the King of the Road match from Uncensored 95.
Yes, I was thinking of that one too. Yep.
Oh god. Or something I saw yesterday on a daily. Greatest pay-per-view ever with that made not a dime. Hog Wild. It had no gate.
Oh man.
It had no gate. It was free.
Eric freaking Bischoff.
Wasn't the deal with that everyone was supposed to ride motorcycles and then like 3 people crashed on the way there?
They were up at Sturgis that week.
Sturgis, it's a rally, yeah. It's a
for the motorcycle rally.
Yeah.
I mean, the bikers didn't give 2 rat shits about what was going on there. They were just out there having fun, getting drunk.
Yeah. It was kind of cool to hear all like they would be revving up. They'd be like revving up during the matches. I thought that would be pretty. That was pretty cool. But otherwise, I don't know. It was dead crowd
and that's a Jay Leno having Hulk Hogan in an armbar for 5 minutes.
Jay Leno. I hate Jay Leno.
It was a Jay Leno and
Rodman. Was it Rodman?
Yeah, Rodman was with Hulk Hogan. Leno was Rodman was with.
Yeah, it was Rodman and Hogan versus Malone and DDP at Bash of the big.
Oh.
And then it was Jay Leno and DDP against Eric Bischoff and Hogan at Road Wild.
Yeah. Okay. I hate to bring this up considering Taker actually said any gimmick matches that actually sucked. This one happened recently, so
the Asylum match.
No, not the Asylum match. The Punjabi prison match.
God, yes. Punjabi prison match, and we've only had one Asylum match. And
so far,
Barbie made an appearance, but was not used properly.
What do you think we're gonna get first? Another Asylum or another Punjabi prison?
Asylum, please.
Asylum. I would rather have an Asylum match than a damn Punjabi.
At least it'll look. At least I can see clearer in a Asylum match rather than a Punjabi prison match.
Right, as long as the Asylum match doesn't go 35 minutes or whatever the hell that one went, it should be better than Punjabi prison.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Kane. You should know because you got all the.
You're the stat man. You're the stat
man at the time.
I've tried to put that match out of my memory.
You're the stat man.
I want to say it was like 27 minutes, but I'd rather not think about it.
I always feel bad for you when I see a match going super long. That's terrible. I was like, oh god, Kane has to watch all this.
I think that's the gimmick, though. If a match goes 30 minutes and it sucked, and then you have at least Kane is watching this just to record the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I take pity on Kane when they have a 30-minute match that absolutely
stunk the whole place.
that stunk the joint out so bad.
And then one sliver, and then you pull one sliver of lining, sliver hope over this gray cloud, and oh well, Kane is actually watching this as well. So, okay, here's another one. Here's another one that's funny. Reverse battle royale.
Oh, I love that the Progress guys keep teasing that they're going to run one of those.
Or how about this one? We LC.
Somehow
I liked WLC.
It was a funny gimmick about how that turned out.
It was a funny gimmick, though.
It turned out Torito, because Torito was a pretty good worker. I mean, he's just chilling in a bull costume most of the time and never actually got to do matches and shit. But yeah,
I like the announcers: Micro Cole, Jerry the King Smaller, and what was the other one? JB Elf.
Yeah.
JB Elf.
Oh my god.
They went all out on it.
I may have one for y'all. I may have the cream of the crop.
Okay, Jake, what do you got?
This is generally referred to as one of the worst style of matches anyway. A scaffold match with capture the flag rules.
What the fuck is that?
Wait.
That's an old NWA thing.
Have you never seen a scaffold match before?
Oh no,
WCW ran a few. Yeah, WCW ran a few.
So a scaffold match with capture the flag rules is basically it takes out the one redeeming factor of the match, which is the fall. And you basically climb up a scaffold and grab a flag, and that's how you win the match. So, it's one of the worst pay-per-view matches in the history of wrestling. The Great American Bash '91, capture the flag scaffold match. That might take the cream of the shit right there. So,
I mean, that's the thing. We can go on, about gimmick matches that didn't work.
Blindfold match.
Okay, blindfold match.
Oh god, blindfold match. Oh yes.
Well, no, even more terrible than a blindfold match. A blindfold cage match.
Oh lord.
Oh my god, the bunkhouse stampede matches. Battle Royal inside a steel cage.
When you have to lock two people in a cage and then blindfold them, you are doing shit all. Give thanks to Vince Russo for putting James Storms and Chris Harris in this sorry excuse for a match.
Also, how did we get this far and not mention Kennel from Hell?
Yes.
Or even Dog match.
Oh, I got one for you. A last rights match.
What is that? Where you put him in the hearse?
No, that was a last rod match.
Last rights. You had a Catholic priest there.
Fire Russo.
I'm still waiting for WWE to bring back a stairs match, but I guess that's
tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
God.
Yeah, TLC, S, right?
No, that was because of Kane and Braun Strowman using stairs on each other.
Yeah,
well, they did. It was Rowan. It wasn't. It was Eric Rowan against Big Show or something, wasn't it? That Big Show.
Yeah. Big Show.
And Rowan lost when his stomach was pinned to the ground, even though he could have got. Oh man, that pay-per-view just.
Although I think we can all agree that anything on a pole match is bound to be going bad.
Yeah.
Or
anyone
the crazy
on a pole stairs match too is that wasn't even the worst match on that show. Or the worst finish.
No, it isn't.
It was actually one of the better ones, to be perfectly honest.
Like, there was the exploding TV, the Usos falling for Damien Mizdow, thinking he was the Miz or something.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Tables, ladders, and chairs 2014. Or just, tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. And stairs. And stairs.
Well, maybe WWE listens because they've only done it once. Yeah, maybe they realize this is
don't give them any ideas. Don't give them any ideas.
Oh, Lord.
Tomorrow,
like hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer, and then tomorrow.
That would be an interesting match.
A hold my beer match. Where you hold the beer match, you beer balls.
No, the thing about this, you got a rows of chairs of wrestlers out there that can get involved at any minute. They're all having beer together.
With the right people, that could be a good comedy match. Like Jose versus Kane
APA.
or something.
Yeah. Have them sitting there drinking beer like the APA, and one guy, in order to get in the ring, he has to holler out, And this girl, hold my beer, and jump in the ring.
How has no one brought up
about though?
I want to make love to this idea. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I'm gonna actually just open TEW when we're talking. I'm gonna go create that match type fast.
I mean, I was about to say don't give them any ideas because next week you'll actually see WWE given the idea. Braun Strowman suddenly is afraid of heights and now he has to use stairs.
Oh God.
Oh man.
How come no one brought up the apple pie strap match?
Oh boy.
I think it's because I think it's because that one
or whatever it
delicious.
is. Yeah,
I think that one sounded I think that one sounded delicious, but
I mean,
brother, kind of matches where
and we haven't even gotten into the Diva era matches yet.
Oh God.
The pudding matches,
the Christmas theme match, Halloween theme matches.
Pillow
What I'm
fight.
concerned about is when Velveteen Dream comes up to the main roster, what they're gonna do, because him and Goldust are definitely gonna feud.
Oh
What are they
God,
gonna put in
that's
there?
money. That's a money feud right there. The thing that's cool about Velveteen Dream is that he's so freaking young.
Oh man,
He's only 22 years old,
oh, I love Velveteen Dream.
and he's been wrestling for going on 6 years now. 5, 6
I want to brag. I'm gonna do a humble brag fast and say when I saw him in Tough Enough, I called it. I didn't expect him to be the Velveteen Dream in Tough Enough, but I called he was gonna be something.
Oh, I knew it too. And one reason I knew it is that the big thing that came up about it. He got up in the middle of the night to watch Beast in the East live, and he was the only one of the group that did it.
Oh man, yeah, you just tell he was gonna be something. Like, and then
he had it from the moment you saw him.
He was a bit of a Kona Reeves at first. I remember when he was kind of just trying to get the gimmick down, but that Black feud, Aleister Black feud, where he came out with Rick rooted him on the tights, and then
oh yeah,
that was such a good feud. I mean, start to finish.
Oh man, I love that feud.
That feud made both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't see that happen.
Oh, of course not.
If Velveteen Dream at that time was a heel, but you listen to the pops he's getting now, he's a face. It was an organic face turn from that match with Aleister Black.
And it's so rare you see somebody just like, I feel like the only reason he even got that shot was because they were low on guys due to the War Games match.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, let's give this guy something. He's been doing well. And then he just
stole it. They stole the show. They stole the
spot.
Yeah, he just took the chance that he got and just rolled with it.
It just feels so rare anymore, especially with like main roster. You see someone get a shot like that and like earn it. Like with the main roster, I felt like the Fashion Police earned it last year, and then they went back to they just kind of threw them a bone and then sent them to Raw. And now they're jobbing.
Yep.
Where it's like, sure, you can earn your spot as a lower card guy, but you're not earning a spot as an important person.
Mm-hmm.
Where, I mean, there's some reasons for that here and there. Like, there's only so many spots to go around. But in NXT, people are leaving all the time, so, you know. But, I mean, it would be the main roster would be so much more fun to watch if, you know, like, you saw, I don't know, like Mojo Rawley or somebody get some promo time, and then he's slowly getting more TV time as it goes, you know.
Well, I also have a funny feeling that Mojo's going to be let go here pretty soon.
You think so?
His character's just not working.
I could see. I feel like this is a trial run for one more shot at it here, and then if it's not working, he's off. And
yeah, me too. I think.
See, this is where I wish they did like excursions and stuff, so you could like send Mojo Rawley to work in Progress or Evolve or something for a little bit.
It's all Todd's fault.
Right.
Right.
Like you have all these, like you have ICW, you have Progress, you have Noah, you have Evolve. Why not send some of these guys like if you don't have anything for Mojo, or if you don't have anything for like, I don't know, like the Authors of Pain or something, you know you're not gonna have anything in the future. Why not let them go work international for a little bit? You know, let it prop up the guys you like, the promotions, and it would give them some more experience. Just it would be better than just having them chill out and do nothing. And
yeah, sitting in catering, getting fat.
Yeah, exactly. Like. Right. Especially like back even like when Becky Lynch was doing nothing. Well, like let her go work like Progress. They would like imagine people hype over like a Becky Lynch, Toni Storm, or Ginny match for the Progress title. You know, like that's something that would really set like. I mean, when you have Rev Pro using all these New Japan guys, let them use WWE main roster guys.
That would make sense, but you just stepped on a landmine there, buddy.
Yep. That I did.
Because there's someone here who I think you could tell is a hellacious mark for Becky Lynch, and you're talking about sending her out on an excursion?
Sorry, Matt.
Hey, you know what? You know what? She probably would be booked better there. Let's face it.
It's not like a for everything either. It's just like, we got nothing for her. Let's go. Let's send her out. Let's pop a crowd in Progress today.
For all we know, she could wind up in NXT UK.
Oh,
yo, I'd be kind of okay with that.
What?
With her being on NXT UK, I don't think she will, but I mean, like, that'd be cool.
Ooh.
That'd be really cool. Have her and Jenny, have her and Tony, have her, and who else do we even got over there?
Oh, what? What was a?
We have Charlie Morgan. She's pretty good. I like Killer Kelly. Yeah.
Charlie Morgan. Yeah, Charlie Morgan's good. Charlie Morgan.
There's a lot of cool stuff you can do.
The question I have when we're talking NXT though is this: what are they going to do with Nikki Cross? The rest of Sanity is already up on the main roster.
See, I thought they were waiting because I thought they were waiting doing the Sanity packages to bring her up with them, but
yeah, because she already did her thing with Shayna, so that's what they were waiting for, and then she still didn't come up.
Yeah, that felt like a write-off, and then she's still there. So.
They need to bring her up with them because Sandy is suffering without her. I mean, it's bad enough that they had them lose their first main roster match on SmackDown this week.
Yeah, I like it the best. I can't remember where I saw this, but somebody described them as the male Riot Squad.
Well, they at least have more chemistry than the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then don't forget we got the Iconics.
Oh.
Hey.
It's like Aaron. They're always gonna, and if people notice in the threads, I do type it that way. I type in Iconics.
I type in Iconics, sure.
I do. I know the Iconics.
Iconics, okay.
Or I also call them harpies, but that's a whole other story.
I will debate you on that, good
sir. And I wasn't the first one to call them that. Someone else did. And I was like, "Ooh, I like that."
Let's call them the Harpies. Oh no!
And the queen of the Harpies is Carmella. She's a princess of Staten Island. I call her the Queen of the Harpies because she's just got that voice that gets that nerve in my back that makes my legs twitch. Like a kid can.
Remember when she was trying to cash in and it was taking like 18 hours to do, and she was just screeching?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not surprised that tomorrow both of us are going to receive cease and desist by Carmella. Please do not.
Speaking of questions, my favorite thing in wrestling is like when a referee is like getting handed the briefcase and they're like, "Do you want to cash in? Yes. Do you want to cash in? Yes. Do you want to? Are you sure?
Are you sure?
You sure?
You're
like,
sure?
Confirm it like 15 different ways, like you're going through like an extreme version of like a iTunes agreement or something, and then.
Yeah, it's like when Seth cashed in. They didn't do that. They just case said he's doing it. Kyoto doing it over, made it a 3-way, and it was over.
There will never be a better cash in than that. That's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
I mean, Edge was up there, but that was because that was the first. But
yep.
And I'm spoiled because I was there live for that one.
Oh wow.
Well, the Rollins one, but
you also got to see Ronda judo throw, Triple H, and armbar Stephanie.
That's how I knew she was going to be a star. She got a huge pop when they panned the camera to her. When The Rock went out of the ring and walked over to her, it just went ballistic in there.
And well, you see the shots of Marina Shafir, Shayna Baszler, and who's the other one?
And at that time,
they were
Shayna
excited
was
as
already,
heck.
Yeah.
And at that time, Shayna was already working indies.
Wrestling. Yeah, working. She's already wrestling, but she's just like as excited, just freaking out. Oh, here we go.
And I saw Ronda come over around. I'm like, oh, this is going to get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been all for Ronda coming.
I mean, I'm slowly getting sold on her ever since she said any ring I step into is mine. So, oh God, okay.
Yep.
Such confidence. So.
That's the thing. She's confident as hell. And like with Alexa Bliss on that promo and all that was great. You overhyped rookie, and I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you just did not go there, did you?
You overhyped rookie.
I'm like, did you just go there? Are you out of your mind?
I love that. You overhyped rookie. It's kind of
right. Yeah, it's fantastic. Just man. See, that's why I'm still kind of willing to put up with the Bliss push, even though it's like irritating. Like she can occasionally do something like that where it's like, okay, I'll give this some time.
Yeah. I mean, like Taker said, she has great mic skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not good, if not good. It's just it's just that I think by now I can clearly see it from a mile away that okay, WWE, I know you guys are into the Alexa Bliss hype train now. Just
yeah. A weird stat that was going around was that since Bliss has came up, she had only not been in her title match or a title match of her brand once, and that was the Ronda Nia match, which she cashed in and won anyways. So I mean, it's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't. It's a little much.
They're shoving her down our throat.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they are doing that, but I'm not against the idea yet. Until I start to see an oversaturation of Alexa Bliss almost on a daily basis, I guess then I can argue, okay, guys, you're doing this way too much. I don't want, as much as she is hot, as much as she is pretty, as much as she is capable enough of pushing your brand, no more Alexa Bliss. No more.
I will enjoy Ronda coming out with like, you got a pretty mouth.
The funny thing is, I loved it when Nia was saying, "What are you gonna do, Alexa, when Ronda comes back? She's going to come after you."
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
No kidding.
When Ronda Mania runs wild.
Oh God, no. I prefer Hot Rod. I mean, she's something else.
When Hot Rotten comes running wild on you.
I mean, the first when she made her debut, yes, she was wearing Roddy Piper's jacket. His son, Roddy's son, gave her that jacket to wear. A lot of people were saying, "Well, she's disrespecting Roddy. She's disrespecting him because she's using Roddy."
No.
She asked him. She got permission from him.
I think the man himself before he died. He
gave her that jacket.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave her the man himself before he died gave her permission to use the name Rowdy in her UFC match.
Exactly.
Called her Rowdy. So there's one.
And then the son, when she makes her debut at Royal Rumble and is wearing Roddy's old jacket.
He personally flew over to give her that jacket. I think.
Yeah, the son flew from Oregon, all the way to where they were to present that jacket to her to wear. That's saying something.
Yeah, and it's good. I mean, he wants to keep his the legacy going, and that's.
I mean, if she's going to rock the name Rowdy,
if
she's going to rock the name Rowdy, then do it right.
she's since got the properly fitting jacket, but it's the exact style that Piper wore.
Yeah. And I think the argument being is that she's disrespecting the whole Roddy Piper thing. It's just uninformed people not knowing the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's people wanting a reason to not like Ronda because she came in from the UFC, and they want to find a reason to not like her.
And we're gonna, we're getting the things about, if Ronda wins the title, she's gonna do a Brock.
No, I don't think she's gonna do a Brock.
No, then people will say, well, she's not wrestling every week on Raw. I said she don't have to.
No, yeah.
All she has to do is show up.
You don't need your champions wrestling every week on Raw anyhow.
You just need them to show up. Yeah, you just need them to show up.
The only worry is because she's been public about wanting to have a child, which is great, but that's the only thing I think people would worry about is that.
Yeah.
Brie had a kid and came back and did the Rumble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
she's already been saying she wants to come back. So
yeah, I think she was targeting SummerSlam for this year or something.
Brie mode.
Oh.
Both Brie and Nikki want to come back. Both of them do.
If she wants to come back, please, change her entrance song.
We don't need to
just throw.
It's gonna be her screeching, "Come on, Nikki!" for the whole entrance.
Just throw away the whole remote yelling, electronically adjusted remote yelling, and I'll be fine.
Here's what they should do, actually. They should give her like a Seth Rollins theme where there's a pause like 5 seconds in, and then there's like, "Come on, Nikki!"
Oh God.
If I was in that live show, I'll bolt over it. Okay, I'm done. Where's the exit?
It's time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a lot of fun this morning. It is time for us to start wrapping this thing up because I've got to go pick up.
Oh, you haven't picked up your wife yet?
No, she just notified me that she's done.
She's been very patient.
No, she just told me that they're done. They've changed their bandages and everything, so she can go home now. So
basically, One Winged actually did a pun. She's basically being very patient.
Yes. You caught that.
Yeah, I got it.
Very intended.
So she'll be home here in about an hour.
She's ready for some real human food.
Yes, she is.
Not alien hospital food.
Hey.
Yeah, they gave her a cheeseburger yesterday for lunch. Okay, she had a cheeseburger for lunch. She had no condiments whatsoever. No ketchup, no mustard, no miracle, no nothing.
At least
not even lettuce.
Okay, I'm not going to rub it in on people's faces who's not really getting the insurance. But if hospital foods aren't that bad.
Oh, it is. It's horrid.
It's bad.
You've obviously never been to America. Or been
obviously.
America, I guess.
Obviously.
Hey, you haven't been to our hospital. We have excellent.
Anything that's institutional cooking.
That's because you're high on painkillers.
Wait, are we actually making sense now? Because, okay, time for more pot cookies then. Where is it?
We've gone so far off the rails that are not making sense, starting to make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, we had plenty of that last night.
Yeah, we did. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Going off the rails on you, but you know what?
That's fine.
It's fine.
You know me. I'm always one to draw comparisons to now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a run in on his show last night.
Oh, okay.
Last 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah, I think so. I think this might be one of the longest episodes of the show so far. It was like almost 3 hours.
You can't get me to shut up.
You had that day-long show that time. Remember the day-long episode? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
That was madness.
How the hell did you guys push it up to about 12 hours, I think? I don't know.
That was like 5 hours, I think.
Oh, okay.
I had to go do something and I came back home and I'm like, they're still going.
I'll be surprised. Taker, I'll be surprised if we actually did a 24-hour show and they were, oh, you guys are still going?
The thing is that the most you can do, I think, is 10.
Most of
I
think before we actually do crash and then get oh god, we need to go. Anyway, I think we could forego the whole promo thing today.
Yeah,
plugging for the thing.
Yeah, it's just I myself want to thank everybody for the support that we've been given over the past year. We hope to continue to improve the show. and hopefully have some big surprises coming up.
Hopefully, I mean we're working on
Enticing.
We're working. I think it's safe to say that now. I think by the start of this summer, we are actually working on roping quite a big name. Hopefully, all on Taker though. Because
Spicy.
He's the one who's getting the whole. He's the one who's being in contact with this particular person's personal assistant. I think.
Yeah.
No, personal assistant. And so far, it has been very productive and.
It's Buff Bagwell, isn't it?
Okay.
Dare you? Oh my God!
For all
Taker, let me just.
For all you guys could know, it could be Yamaguchi-san.
Yeah, probably Yamaguchi-san, but.
Choppy. Iconic.
Choppy.
Lord Toranaga.
Lord Toranaga. Hey, you, big boy.
Big boy. Come here. Come here. But okay, I'll leave on this small tidbit. If this works, actually, all of us might be wearing robes for the next couple of months or so. So.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
You be quiet.
Jürgen Bobby Roode. Jürgen Bobby Roode.
Yes, Jürgen Bobby Roode. Awesome.
Damn it. I told you not to say anything.
I know, but it's just such glorious news. I couldn't keep it in. So
yeah, so glorious. I won't give in though.
I wanted to go ahead. I want to say congratulations to you guys too. A year. That's good. I mean, you brought me back into podcasting. Of course, Taker loves to pop those cherries. You did mine here.
Taker absolutely loves to pop cherries. I don't know why.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
I worked in radio for a decade and kind of fell out of love with it. But you guys have, even though this isn't technically radio, it's brought that back. That excitement.
I think it's safe to say that by now, I think both Taker and I agree that we're actually providing audio content. So.
Yeah, exactly.
we have to kind of I guess we are doing radio podcasting, maybe.
It is technically radio.
Yeah, it is technically radio.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Thanks everyone. I mean, hell, on this thing here, let's see, on this panel, let's see, Matt started a show because of being on here. Metal Matt.
Yep.
AA, the same thing. Her first time on our show, she was so scared that I don't know if I could do this. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
At least you didn't do what I did on my first show, which is show up almost an hour late and only had to talk for like 2 minutes.
I mean, there's a lot of funny stories. I mean, there's a lot of funny stories that you guys should know about people coming in. Are we gonna? Am I gonna be okay doing this? No, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. We'll take care of you. Don't worry.
Taker will take care of you because he's the one who loves popping cherries. So.
No, you guys are really good at it. You make it so easy. So.
Yeah, this is. I've been on a few podcasts now. I always love coming back to these though. Shooting the Breeze is definitely one of my favorites to be a part of.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, same here. Congrats on 1 year, Taker and MDS.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yep, congratulations, guys.
Thank you for introducing me to the illicit love of my life, Legends Lover.
We just heard it. Now we hear a gunshot from this side. We don't know what happened.
No, I could do something called eject, but I think I'll be nice this time.
Be nice, Taker. Be nice.
Speaking of which, you want some human food. So
yes, I know.
Go get her.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
I already told her I'll get her.
I'm coming.
Keep it clean.
I didn't mean like that, you asshole.
Wow, you gotta hold on. I'm coming.
I'm coming home.
Well, Lisa wasn't orgasm, but anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
That's Stephanie and Roman.
Oh God, yes. that is still one of the greatest pictures I've ever seen.
It's so perfect.
Roman speared Stephanie out of orgasm. So
she's laying there with the biggest. It's like, oh man, it's like, damn. She goes, I just got speared by Roman.
I just got speared by Roman equals 5 times in bed.
Yep.
Probably bed. I don't know.
Anyway, we need to get out of here because I got to get going to get her.
Yes. Again, to all of you people who actually hopped in and actually accepted the invitation, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you guys. AA, Biff, Kane, Angel, Jomo, and Matt, as well as Sal and George, who popped in earlier on. Thank you so much for coming in.
And don't forget for the support. 5.
Move number 5.
Yeah, move number 5. Thank you so much for hopping in, and thank you so much for the support. Hopefully this keeps on going for about another year or another 2 years until George says I may make a Kenny Omega and just poof away somewhere. Highly unlikely, but okay. But for TakersMinion and for Mr. Dr. Senju and for everyone who's here, this is Shooting the Breeze, episode 50. I'm looking forward for the next year. I'm looking forward for the next 50. Even though technically we actually reached 50. So.
No, we're over 53, but that's beside the point.
That's beside the point. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you next week. Into which I'm already probably in England or in France. So.
Yeah. Or someone's underpants.
Or someone's underpants.
All right, where this is going.
No, we're definitely going out from this. Out we go.
Episode 50 is in the books and done. Thanks, guys.